right. I hope y'all feel that. Real quick, we're gonna try to give a quick question. I want y'all own opinions on the matter. What do y'all believe the value of a soul is? Real. Like, you have the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood answer for that. But then we believe we have I have a more human answer for that, right? So, of course, the body, without nourishment, without sleep, without things, the body can collapse. Brain without enough electrons firing off, brain can shut down, or too much, vice versa. But what about the soul? They say emotionally, heartbreak can affect the body to such a level that the soul is shaken. Like the loss of a dear loved one hurts as so much that the soul can't take it. It's similar to when you're burnt out. You're so emotionally or like spiritually just head down, one foot walking in front of the other through the storm, through the hurricane. And that's all you know until you're literally on your knees, frustrated, down on your luck. But we always have to remember those lessons we were taught as children. But when we become adults, we tend to forget those. But we were taught those for a reason. Symbolize when you're down. You're supposed to be down. Be as down there as long as you need to be. But when it's time to rise, wipe your tears, dust yourself off, get back on your feet. Because once you feel motivation or you remember that person, they will want you to do as you were doing, to do great in their memory. Or when the soul is recharged or motivated again, that spark finally. So with that, y'all, just a question I wanted to perceive, y'all. I hope someday I get to hear y'all opinions on the matter. But y'all be good. Can I get a yay, yay? Yeah.
All right, now we're live. Okay. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I have something special for you guys. I don't know why it happens to be this way, but it does. For whatever reason, I do have a podcast, but I just never upload to the podcast. And when I do, I always have the most amazing freaking guests to do it with. At this point, it's becoming like an annual kind of like celebration, almost like an anniversary, if you will. And that is with no one else other than the most amazing freaking fighting game consecrator of all of New York City. If you don't believe me, please at him yourself. He wants to smoke all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Nerds Talking Ish, where we're just nerds and we're just talking shit. We're going to switch over to the KB so you guys can see our baby boy himself. It is KingUrameshi. We have him in here with us today.
Yes, sir.
Let me go ahead and just play a little lo-fi right here. Get the mood all ready. Okay. KingUrameshi. While people start trickling in, because it seems like it's going to be one of those days where we get a lot of replays. I hit people with way too many streams, but don't worry about that because the replays is where it's at. tell people about yourself. People who don't know the greatness of KingUrameshi.
My phone bumping right now. My greatness, it isn't great yet. You know, I'm getting it. Nah, but
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. That's a very humble statement.
y'all know me. Y'all know what time I'm on. But honestly, son, like whoever been coming to the stream, they know what it's about. All the new people though, I'm getting lit every other second. Fridays we do Drunk Fighter Fridays with some variety after, depending on how drunk I am. And then what else we be doing on here? I mean, it really. Oh yeah, we do the podcast, Revenge of the Streamers.
Which is a great, hilarious.
That shit, apparently, so
it's the most fun. I've told you from the inception of when I think I saw Gio and I think I saw your brother. Remember, it was never a podcast. It was just one day y'all decided to get on Discord, and I was like, "Yo, you need to have them on, bro. They are hilarious." Gio, especially, bro. I want to work with him next season. I do. I really do. I don't know what game we're gonna do, but I have to. I have to work with.
Yo, we're gonna start. I didn't make this announcement yet. We're gonna start doing games together on the pod, like live. So like we're just only gonna be playing games that like all of us could play. So one of the games we're gonna start with is Among Us, because I've never played that shit before. I've never played that game before, so I brought it up to them, and they were saying that they're with it. I think
that's gonna be hilarious. Right? That's gonna be hilarious.
The game is free, right?
I believe it's free. I know that I was playing it during the pandemic.
Yeah.
So
is it crossplay?
It is crossplay.
Okay.
It's crossplay.
Yeah, that's gonna be funny, bro.
The only thing that I will say is when you're doing Among Us, make sure everybody mutes themselves. That's basically the rule. While y'all playing, everybody has to be muted. And then when somebody goes ahead and calls a meeting, you unmute. The whole thing is to know. Yeah. Oh, there's OD, bro. There's old. You don't even know. It's a game of knowing who's the best liar in your friend group or family. That's what the game is. The game is literally just that. Because it starts. They kind of changed it a little bit, but the main rules is it's 8 people, 8 or 7 people. Of the 8, 2 are killers. The way the killers work is they need to kill everybody. Right? They need to kill everybody. But you don't know who the killer is. They all look alike. So the players need to do tasks. So you're in a spaceship, so you need to refuel this engine, you need to refuel that. Think of like Alien, the scary movie. So you're basically in this spaceship. So when you, let's say you are in like the basement and you're trying to fix this battery and Gio comes up next to you, you kind of like, yo, what you doing here, bro? And you see him like go to like a cabinet and it looks like he's doing something. He could be faking just to make sure that nobody's around, kill you, and then run away. And the thing is, once you're dead, the rules is you're not supposed to talk. So if you dead, you out the round. If you're dead, you're out the round. You can't be like, yo, it was Gio. No, you out. Now, if somebody calls the meeting and somebody's like, yo, I think it's Gio. It's Gio's job to convince everybody, yo, I'm not the killer. It's actually Mike. And Mike might not be the killer. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
This is gonna be funny with them. I already see niggas arguing. I see it.
You see what I'm saying?
It's gonna be the funniest piece of content.
And the only way you win is by being the best liar. That's the only way you win. The best liars win.
Okay.
So the only thing you know as the killer is who's the other killer. That's the only thing you know. Everybody else don't know nothing. And you can't just be going around murking people. Because let's say you're the killer, you kill Gio, and you leave the room, but Mike sees you leave the room, goes into the room, sees Gio dead, automatically you're the killer. So then he's gonna call the meeting and can tell people, yo, it's Dante. You're gonna be like, bro, it's not me. And he's gonna be like, no, it's him. I saw him kill somebody. And you could go and be like, bro, I ran away from you because I saw you kill Gio. You get what I'm saying? That's how the game kind of plays.
Niggas gotta play this shit, son.
Yeah, I'm telling you. Honestly, I was gonna be like, yo, if you get 4 people, do Mario Party. But that.
No, we was gonna do that, but I don't have my Switch anymore. I think I'm the only one without a Switch.
Damn. This is weird.
Because I seen the reviews for Jamboree. The fact that shit was a Game of the Year nominee, I was like, whoa, that shit was that good?
It's
I
fun.
went to go look at the reviews, and they was like, yo, bro, this is the best Mario Party game. They really really long time, son.
They took basically the good parts of what Super Mario Party was, which it was the mini games, the buddy system, stuff like that. And then they took the good stuff of the original Mario Party, because if you didn't play neither of them, you know me, I'm a Nintendo guy. So Super Mario Party was a very dumbed down water version. It made it really easy.
That was the one.
Yeah.
That was the one with the small maps.
Yeah, and that you can go ahead and get allies and buddies and stuff like that.
I got rid of that game in the first week. I'm like, what the fuck is this, bro?
Yeah. So they took the best of both of them and then put it together, and it's freaking great. I wish they had more mini games, because it feels like I've done like at least 4 streams with my brother and sister playing Mario Party Jamboree, which we have a freaking amazing. They talking about Among Us? Yeah, Mr. A, we're talking about Among Us.
Oh, what's good, chat? My fault.
Nah, don't worry. We in a podcast. This is just me and you talking. We don't gotta worry about chat. They could talk with themselves. Y'all big girls. Y'all can talk with each other. This is a conversation between me and KingUrameshi. Y'all just flies on the wall. That's how I run this podcast.
Crazy, bro.
That's how I run this podcast. Once I address you guys, I hope y'all tune in. But no, it's great, bro. It's great. It's fun. And then like, there's just certain things that we didn't know, because we were like, okay, bro, there's supposed to be mad maps. We only got 3. And it was like, yo, we wasn't ending the matches to gain points to unlock more maps. Once we did that, bro, and then we started using like voice mods while we were playing, it was just. But Among Us is gonna be perfect for y'all, bro. Among Us is gonna be perfect for y'all. You know what? Another game that is free that would just be hilarious, and I believe it's crossplay. If y'all can load up to the same game of Fall Guys.
Why does that game sound so familiar?
It was that platformer run to the finish line. Everybody shaped like a bean.
Is it free? Because
it's free.
It's free. Are like big on like not buying.
Yeah. It's free, but it's just. I think it'd be a funny time for like y'all to be like in a room of 4 or 5, and just see if y'all can all get to the last few. And of course, you know, you have the mainstay, Fortnite. I know people don't like Fortnite, but I am an advocate. When I tell you Fortnite,
I think that's a funny game to play.
It's fun with friends.
Like if you're a content creator. Oh yeah, that too.
It's fun with friends, bro. Forget about making content. Don't play by yourself. Play with friends, bro. Play with friends. Get your skins. Yo, I hated Fortnite, and I still do. But when I play with friends and when I play with subscribers, bro, it's man different. The last time we were playing, we had a full-blown conversation, which I'm gonna bring up right now before we get into our main topics. Mulan. Have you seen the movie?
Like the original?
The original.
Yeah, nigga. Yo, that's the best Disney movie of all time.
Okay. What was
we're waiting to bring that up on the pod, because they told me not to bring it up because it's gonna take over an hour.
Yeah. Okay. We had this discussion while we was playing Fortnite, bro. Like it was heated. I wish I recorded it, and I didn't. Okay. The main love interest, the guy, the general.
Yeah.
What's his name? Zhang.
Fuck, son. Hold on.
People in the chat already laughing because they know exactly where I'm going with this conversation.
Hold on.
Wicked's like, laughing my ass off. Here we go. Listen.
Yeah, it was Lee. I remember.
Lee.
Yeah,
Okay.
Lee,
all right.
Be like, yo, Lee.
I got a question, and I need you to answer this with all earnesty.
You gonna ask me if he's gay?
Is he gay? Is he gay? Let me.
I didn't know you was gonna ask me that, bro.
Let me just. He didn't know Mulan was a girl, and he was falling for her.
Wait, what are you talking? Nah, bro, don't do that.
Bro, think about it.
He was like, yo, what the fuck? This he was that good.
Bro, he was man conflicted with his feelings for this other soldier.
It's crazy.
And then here's my other shit, bro.
I need you to cite your source. In what part of the movie did you feel that this nigga was getting attracted to Pig?
You want to know? You want to know?
Pig was her undercover name.
Okay, you want to know?
Yeah.
When he finds out she's a woman, right? Instead of going, oh shit, thank God, I thought I was gay for a second. Instead of doing that, bro gets so pissed off, he kicks her off the squad, knowing he got no men to go fight this war for China. My boy,
he had the Three Stooges with him.
he had the reverse reaction you would have if you was to bring a girl home and find out she was, trans. He had the reverse. Think about it, bro. Think about it. So I proposed the question. He gotta be something. He gotta be a little something.
Yo, this shit got me weak.
He gotta be a little
he's
something,
not gay, bro.
bro. He fell in love with what he thought was a man.
Nah, son. No, he did not, son.
He was, bro. He was falling. Rewatch the song. I'm gonna make a man out of you.
Nah, son.
Rewatch it with that context in your head.
The music was just be blowing mine, yo. Even when I was a kid, I'm like, yo, get to the action, dog. Because Mulan was turning up in that movie. She was beating the shit out of motherfuckers, yo.
Second question.
And carried that shit.
Oh, definitely. Second question about Mulan, and then we'll move on to our main topics.
Mm-hmm.
How rough in the face did Mulan have to be that all she had to do was tie her hair in a fucking bun, and they was like, yeah, that's a man. That's a fucking dude.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. This shit is gonna sound wild racist, bro.
I already know where you're going.
Yeah, like I don't even want to say it, bro. Like I don't even want to say, like, if I had to say something else, I would say like, because soldiers and like them niggas look naturally dirty because they in war and shit like that. He probably could get away with it. And there's dudes that look like girls, bro, when they put their hair up and shit like that. So it was a lot of shit that played into the fact that she walked around with a pet dragon. Like, you don't see too many girls doing that. So
Mr. Anonymous pulls out his Asian card. Say it. BD Wong, the voice actor for Li Shang, said that Li Shang is sexually fluid. BD Wong is the psychiatrist from SVU, if I'm not mistaken. He's the Asian psychiatrist from SVU, yeah.
That shit went over my head completely.
The only reason I know that is because there's never been a time in my life, I don't care what I'm going through, I have never skipped through the opening theme song to Law and Order. That shit just goes hard.
Yo, bro, that shit is crazy, son. I can't believe it's still on TV.
Dum, 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 dum.
And Olivia is still a detective. Like
she's no. I think she's a sergeant now, but she's still whispering at people. She still be like, "You was raped," and it's okay.
Yo, bro, you need to be stopped at all costs.
All right. First topic. Drake is now suing Kendrick Lamar.
Disgusting work.
I really wanted your thoughts on this.
Disgusting behavior.
First off, how did you like the album?
Which one? The one that just came out?
Yeah.
I fuck with it. I would take 2 tracks off of it, but that's just me.
I love TV off.
I think it's a great album. Like, I'm never gonna be one of those that be like, yo, this album is fucking perfect. Because I don't think, to be honest, bro, I don't think there's an artist alive that has dropped a perfect album.
Kanye West's Graduation comes close.
Outside of Michael Jackson, bro. That's just my opinion.
Kanye West's Graduation comes close. There's no skips to me in that album.
There's no skips? Hold on.
From Good Morning, Champion.
Kanye is my favorite rapper. So let me see. Him and Kendrick Lamar, son. Kanye West.
Graduation. Look at the track list.
J. Cole comes really close. I was just bumping him last night.
Barry Bonds, he has in that one as well.
Yeah, we could skip Barry Bonds. All right, what I would take off Graduation, I'm not gonna lie, this song, I'm just tired of this song now. Good Morning, I'm over that shit. But a lot of people like that song. Yeah, So
I used to start my days with that.
I would take Barry Bonds off. I would take Drunk and Hot Girls off.
I agree with Drunk and Hot Girls. I take that off.
I would take off Big Brother. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people will kill me for that, but I would take off Big Brother.
Where I kind of agree with what Kanye and Jay-Z are at now. I'd take it off. Where they're at now in terms of like their friendship and their brotherhood, I would take it off.
I didn't even consider that, but yeah, even more.
Yeah.
Even more. But everything else, yeah, it comes close. I feel like Late Registration is almost
Late Registration is really good too.
And I always told people I think his best album of all time is The College Dropout, but Late Registration, son. It's it's just something about a lot of artists with their first album that is just so hard to top that, bro. And that's a lot of
Have
artists,
you
man.
seen the Kanye documentary on Netflix?
Everybody tells me to watch that.
Oh
shit.
man, it follows like that whole like coming up together with the first album, the fact that Jay-Z and Rockefeller they wanted to keep him as a producer and not a rapper.
Yeah.
And like it's really great. It leads all the way up to like his spiraling. But there's this one key moment in my last Instagram post, right? Donda West, his mom. This is right after.
I was just gonna ask you, like, did they cover anything with his mom? 'Cause I know
Yeah.
that's
Oh, you see how prevalent she was in his life. You see how she was the person
imagine,
that
bro.
kept him grounded.
Yo,
And
he used to have her at the shows and shit, bro. Like, he was a real mama's boy. Like,
Yeah.
ever since of the word, like everything was about his mom. So I know when that shit happened, bro, that shit was just like world coming down, bro. Like,
Yeah. You see, he found a way to get his song on Hot 97. I forgot which one it was. It was before Jesus Walks.
Then on College Dropout, right?
Yeah, on College Dropout is the one with the girl singing with the bar that goes
All Falls Down. All Falls
yes,
Down.
All Falls Down.
Yeah.
So All Falls Down is
classic.
going crazy on the thing. He goes back to Chicago to celebrate with his mom. He has his one of his best friends and the dude that's another friend of his that is doing the documentary, recording everything, which is crazy.
Yeah.
And he's like celebrating and everything. He's like, yeah, this is my mom. And she sits him down and she goes, look, I'm proud of everything that you're doing. They're like, with the way that you make beats, she was like, you make beats like Michael Jordan shot shots.
Right.
Like it was continuous. You had to be great at it because you kept doing it.
And he like gave himself up to it, bro. Like,
yeah. And then she sits him down and she tells him, she's like, the only thing I want you to remember is that a giant can't see himself in the mirror.
Oof. Ooh.
Yeah. And
Drop the gem. And
bro,
that hit me especially because I'm tall as fuck.
bro. And like you see him, like he's all hype and everything. And when she says that, he sits with it. Like in that moment, he sits with it. You see the smile come up in his face. And he's like, yeah, you're right. She's like, and then she explains it. Clearly you get it off from listening, but she explains it. She's like, remember, everybody could see the giant, but the giant can't see himself in the mirror. Sometimes you got to step back, you got to humble yourself.
Yeah, he's kind of like, and it's fucked up because it's like, that's like, it plays so much of like a role in his life now because he acts like that.
Yeah. She says it all. She's like, you're so confident that your confidence comes off as being egotistical.
And
so
it's almost like his mom was the mirror in the sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
And he's the giant, and now she's gone. So it's like he don't even got a mirror to check.
He don't even have the mirror to check. Exactly. And to tie that back into the whole Drake and Kendrick thing, here's my shit with Drake, right? Great artist, regardless of how you feel. To be at the top of the game as long as he was, whether you counted him as first, second, or third on the top three, there's argument for him to be there. There's never an argument to be like, yeah, he don't deserve to. There is.
Who, Drake or
Kendrick?
Kendrick? Okay.
Right, regardless of whatever number he's. Remember, early 2000s, no, late 2010s, late 2010s,
late 2000s. He started like 2008, 2007.
Yeah. And then just staying close to the top, and then at the top from here, basically almost 2 decades. That's amazing. You can't. But when you fall hard, especially if you're all the way up there. When he went against Kendrick,
some people gotta learn how to fall though.
That's what I'm saying. There's this UFC fighter. They call him Stylebender. His Izzy Adesanya.
Yeah.
Great fighter. He was killing it. Got his championship. When he lost, he took it in such a beautiful way that they were like, "That's a champion." The way you lose determines who you are as a man and who you are as a person. If you lose and you're just like, man, fuck this, I should have won, it never works in your favor. And that's what Drake did. In my opinion, once Drake lost that beef, that was his chance to just take a fucking vacation. Take a year off.
Absolutely right.
Don't beef with nobody. Take your L. Do the Meek Mill. Meek Mill lost against Drake. That motherfucker had to go beat fucking parole charges and become a fucking advocate for justice before he could come back and start rapping again. Drake needed that too. But here's my issue with Drake and people that love Drake. regardless if it's parasocial, regardless if I don't really know this person, which I don't know fucking Drake, but I can tell by his behavior, he deals with some type of addiction, which is not only gambling, is a sex addiction, is also an addiction, definitely gambling, and an addiction to being in like the eye of the media. So when he lost, he didn't take it gracefully.
Right.
At all. And he lost. There's no doubt about it. There's nobody that can tell me he was on par. There was maybe one song that was like, okay, yeah, that's kind of dope. But and then Kendrick immediately, once Kendrick hit him with the 1-2.
Yeah.
Bro, I remember driving, listening to one song, I'm like, oh shit. And then immediately getting to the other side of Grand Concourse and being like, yo, Kendrick just dropped 2 more songs. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Right. Bro, I remember that night so crazy, bro, when he dropped Not
What's
Like
going on,
Us.
Beethoven?
Because my boy had asked me to drive with him to some shit he had to do like some DJ shit for.
Yeah.
So I don't like being around motherfuckers I don't know. So I was in the car smoking. Cause he had his own car and shit. I helped him set up. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be in the car smoking. When the shit pop off, like I'm gonna come watch the beginning, yada yada yada. When more people start coming, I'm just go in the car.
Yeah.
I go in the car, bro. You know me. I start
Social anxiety? I just wanted to ask.
I don't think it's that. I just like I get tired of being around a lot of people really fast.
So your social battery runs out.
Yeah, really fast, bro. And I immediately want to go home, play video games.
I'm the same way.
Just do shit that like is fun to me.
If I go out to a lounge, I tell people, I'm like, yeah, I got a good hour and 30 minutes before I'm like, okay, I gotta go.
That's what niggas ask me to go to the bar. I'll be there for max, bro, like 2 hours.
Yeah.
You know?
But
unless I'm not the one that like got a ride, but you know, I'll be driving now, so I don't.
No. I can't do that. I can't do that. I either have to have money in my pocket to take an Uber or I gotta go in my own car. I don't care if I gotta pay for parking. The second I say I'm about to bounce, I'm about to bounce.
Yeah. So back to the car shit. So I was in the car smoking, and he dropped Meet the Grams,
which was crazy.
Right? Which was crazy. So then
spoke to his mother, spoke to his father, spoke to his son, and then spoke to a possible future daughter.
Facts, bro. And mind you, bro, Meet the Grams came out after Family Matters. Like Family Matters had came out the whole day. Like everybody was spinning the shit. The shit sounding crazy. That song is mad good, by the way.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I agree.
That song is mad good. So Family Matters. So like through the whole beef, like yeah, I had Kendrick because you know that's one of my favorite, and I've been listening to Kendrick since he came out. So
my ex got me into Kendrick with King
Kunta. I'm not gonna not listen to the other side, and then when I do, I'm be like, yo, this shit is trash. Like everything Drake dropped was good, but Family Matters was the one where I was like, oh, this nigga on some bullshit.
Yeah. The thing is,
he got the production, he dropped the video. The video was the icing on the cake because it was just like, it gave you the sense of like he had the upper hand. Like, yo, whatever you doing, bro, I'm gonna do this shit to a 11 and it's gonna stick.
Here's the thing about the internet, right? And I'm sorry to cut you off, but it's like, people don't know how to live in the moment, and then they forget about these moments because the internet, something new is always happening. But put yourself back in that moment, bro. At the height of the beef, put yourself back in third-person shooter, right? Put yourself there. Put yourself back in what was the Kendrick and Future song?
Don't get me started on this nigga J. Cole, bro. He dropped. He was on Like That with
Yeah, it was Like That. I don't care what anybody says. First goes Future, then goes Kendrick, and before the last dude could get his rap, you cut the song off and play it all over again. You don't even hear the last dude.
Fuck about none of these niggas.
The second Kendrick said, "Fuck the big three, it's just Big Me."
Right. But that right there is what I mean when like I see the internet is a problem, because if niggas said that back in the day, which niggas did all the time, like fuck this group or fuck that group, I'm the number one, like it don't turn into this discourse like, oh, now he's saying I'm the big me, but this nigga Drake did records with Kendrick. Yo, he did like one record with Kendrick, bro. And people, the shit I don't like is like, people feel like whenever it comes to Drake, people feel like shit is old. Like, yo, Drake did this with that person. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but it's like, how you know the other person's not doing something for Drake on the other end, bro?
Yeah.
For him
Yeah.
to even do that in the first place, it's always some type of mutual shit. It's never just niggas is doing favors, bro.
Just for the sake of it, yeah.
I don't like that little narrative that people be trying to push. But Drake, he needs to cut all this shit out where he's doing the trolling on the internet.
Yeah.
Because it's like
it worked with Meek.
You've seen it in real time.
Yeah.
You've seen it in real time how it didn't work. Like, it was funny.
Yeah.
But when you do it to the wrong nigga, and Kendrick is crazy because this nigga wasn't posting nothing on social media. I thought that was like the ice, like the nail in the
Yeah,
coffin.
you kill him with silence.
I'm getting all this shit off on you through the music, bro. Like,
you kill him with
shit
silence. He tried to implement the same thing he did with Meek, with Kendrick, and it's just one is two different times. I believe the Meek and Drake thing happened while he was still in his 20s, probably late 20s. My boy's pushing 40 now, trying to post memes on Instagram. It don't hit the same.
It don't hit the same.
It don't. At some point, you gotta grow up, and it seems like everybody who came up with Drake has grown up. Yeah, everybody has grown up. Rihanna is now a fucking billionaire. She don't even have to do music ever.
Right.
Jay-Z now fucking you get what I'm saying? People have grown up. He's been in the game so long where it's like, okay, you can't just be OVO forever.
Yeah.
You gonna wash yourself out.
Still trying to crack his friends like moms and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, he was on some other next level shit, bro.
Which is fine, but it's like at some point you gotta grow up. Like there's people that were crazy Drake fans when I was like a teenager that now have kids and they're like, bro, I don't have the time to be like keeping up with Drake and his new shit, because that's the thing about being.
It's just like, so then you boil it just down to the music. So then it's like when you break it down even to the music, like a lot of people fell off of Drake too because it's just like he does so many different types of music now that it's like if he's not doing what you want from him,
or what's hot at the moment.
You'll just turn to the artist that's giving you that fix, you know, like, and that was why I fell off of Drake too, because it was a lot of albums. Certified Lover Boy, I only listened to like a couple tracks on that.
Same.
The shit he had before, like he had a mixtape before that, like I don't know, bro, like it's not hitting the same. Like I just want him to rap, but that's unfair for me to say because he's not just a rapper. But
yeah, he's multifaceted.
When you get into this space, when you start beefing with rappers and shit like that, and you start saying you're one of the best rappers and all that, like then I can start having this type of criticism. Like, yo, drop a rap album, a full rap album
with no pop,
People been asking for that for a really long time. Like, yo, just drop a straight a rap album, and a lot of people will stop this bullshit.
I've seen the two pendulums of like they want a rap album and then they want old school like R&B rap Drake. But I think it all boils down to what I was saying. I was like, he should have just taken the year off. You lost in a very horrible way. You lost in a very. Drake is gonna always be Drake. I would have said, come back after February. From the moment you lost that beef to the Super Bowl, disappear. And now we have my boy fucking floor seats at a Raptors game, like mean mugging NBA players.
Right.
Like you already doing stupid ass hairstyles in your hair. Nobody thinks you can fight an NBA player. That's an athlete.
That and it's like when you find out like how close those two really were, like it starts getting like I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Like with Drake, with that DeMar DeRozan shit, I was on Drake's side with that shit because I'm just like, nigga, you was in my crib crying to me about all type of depression, telling me how you was going to therapy. I helped you get right. You was playing in my city for over 10 years. Niggas ain't fuck with you in the city like for real.
So you got the cosign from Drake,
You got the cosign because you was playing good, but until you was like a superstar, you wasn't. He was not even a superstar until you was an all-star. So you was an all-star, like niggas wasn't fucking with you like that, but Drake was co-signing you, name dropping you in songs and shit like that, you know. And you play in the city for mad long, then you come around. I understand that DeMar is from Compton, or I mean from LA.
I was about to say that.
Because I try to put myself in his shoes. Like if I played for the Knicks and fucking Jay-Z,
I'll put it this way, because I know exactly where you're going with this. I'll put it this way: you're from Brooklyn. I'm from Bronx. I'm from the Bronx. it's fuck you, and for you, it's fuck me. But if anybody talks bad about New York City, it's fuck them.
Right. But in that case, if that's my man's, like how they're saying these two were friends, I'm just not getting involved. Like, you won't see me there.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I think that's the part where it got out of hand really fast. It was just like, yo, bro, you my man's, and you on stage calling me a PDF. Like, you know, that's where I understood Drake at that moment. It's like, yo, bro, like, you know, the whole world already is killing me for this shit.
And now you up there too with the enemy.
Now you up there crip walking and uniting the gangs and shit like that. Like,
all right, I'll say this. If me and you as content creators and as friends, if one day I do something or you do something big enough, or, you know, I do something big enough where I get floor seats to a Knicks game. Would you go with me?
Yeah, why not?
Right? Now, let's just say these tickets to the Knicks game, floor seats, courtside, is also the finals.
Okay.
Game 7.
All right.
Yo, King, I got courtside tickets. I got a sponsorship, courtside tickets. Now,
that's if they go to the finals?
That's if they, which, I mean, but that's if they do. It's a historical moment, because you know that camera, that Jumbotron is going to be like content creator, Gary the Lance, content creator, KingUrameshi. Historical moment, right? Would you miss out on that if for whatever reason your boy, your best friend in the whole wide world, not even Mike, your brother, was playing for the opposite team? And you
would I miss it?
Would you miss it?
No, nigga.
Because it's a historical moment, right? Nigga, it's a historical moment. That's a Compton historical moment.
Nah, that's completely different.
I'm not gonna lie, I got too excited with like picturing that whole shit that I kind of fell off of what I was even trying to get to.
You was basically trying to make a comparison of like saying that DeMar DeRozan didn't want to miss out on a historical moment from a city that he was born in.
Yeah, it's a Compton moment.
I get that, bro. I get that, bro. But it's like,
I see you, DPG.
Stand on that. I'm like, stand on that, because it looked like DeMar DeRozan is just like whatever about it, and it's like you can't be whatever about it if that was your man's, like how niggas is saying. Because if we gotta keep that into the context, because if they're not friends like how everybody's saying, then what the fuck anybody saying has no merit. But if they are, it's like, yo, dog, you my man's, and you did that, and it's like, if I was him, I would have just stayed at the crib.
Okay.
I would have just stayed at the crib. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I would have just stayed home, bro. Because Kendrick has done so much other historical shit.
You would have pulled the J. Cole. You would have backed out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would have backed out. I wouldn't have said nothing. I wouldn't have said anything. That's why niggas is mad at J. Cole, bro. It's what he said. It's
yes. Like, what was that first song he dropped from his album?
I think it was 6 Minute Drill, some shit like that.
Nah, it's some weird ass name.
The name of the tape was Might Delete Later.
Nah, it was J. Cole addresses.
Oh, he was at the Dreamville concert.
Nah, he made a song, and I found it man corny that he would even.
I probably didn't hear it, bro. But Drake and J. Cole, they both don't understand how much they damaged hip hop. Like, it's crazy, bro. It's so crazy.
Port Antonio.
Oh yeah.
So he dropped Port Antonio, and I'm a huge J. Cole fan.
Me too.
If we're talking about top 3, I would put J. Cole over Kendrick.
Currently or all time?
All time. For me, J. Cole's the only.
For you, it's your.
For me, for my personal thing.
All time.
I mean, like I said, my ex put me onto Kendrick, and the second I heard King Kunta, something just switched in my brain. Something was that, okay.
Yo, and you heard To Pimp a Butterfly as your first Kendrick. That's crazy.
Yeah. So something crazy. Like she was getting ready to work. She was getting ready to work to King Kunta, and I was like, yo, who is this? But fine. For him to back out, I agree. I always had the theory before it even came out with Port Antonio that he was willing to get into the rap beef until he found out this was not a friendly rap beef. This was not a sparring match. Once he noticed that this was a sparring match, he was like, I'm out.
My whole thing with that is like, my nigga, you could have kept it a sparring match on your end. You get what I'm saying? Because like the way I looked at it is,
nah,
like,
he would have caught a stray. He would have caught a stray
he
from
was
both of
already
them.
catching them. He was already, but so what?
Yeah.
My nigga? So what? Like it's not even like, you don't even have to say, like, be on the level of what they're doing to each other.
Yeah.
You can still keep dropping your shit, talking about how this album's not good, or when you did this shit was whack as fuck. Like, you could talk shit. It's always been okay, bro. Just like when niggas play video games and I'm like, yo, nigga, you fucking suck at this game.
Yeah. Like the trash talking. He could have trash talked.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing with sports, music, in any video games, in any.
But here's
field,
my
bro.
thing, right? Like if you have your friends night, which you do with your boys, and y'all get together, y'all play some Tekken, y'all play some Smash Brothers, y'all trash talking, but you see two of your friends where the trash talking is getting a little bit personal. Somebody's talking about somebody else's baby moms.
That always happens.
And
Any
there's
friend group, I'm not even gonna lie, it's not even like an exclusive thing. That's every friend group. Like, niggas get so mad arguing about the game, niggas just start talking about niggas' clothes, money, all type of shit, bro.
Yeah.
And then niggas, but see, the part that you about to leave out is that at the end when niggas just start laughing about it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the part you about to leave out. And that's the shit I'm saying with J. Cole. It's like, once somebody takes it there with you, then you could take it there with them. But nobody took it there with him yet.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that's my point. It's like, I don't see Kendrick as the type who is like, if J. Cole was to drop a track talking shit about him again, and he not talking about his wife or none of that crazy shit, I don't see Kendrick going back at J. Cole talking about his mom's being a crackhead and all this other. I don't see that happening, bro. Like, there's still gonna be a layer of respect. Like, Drake immediately took away that layer, bro.
So
it's like,
what got me
coming to you,
yeah,
is over after that. Because when Kendrick said it's just Big Me, he still had that layer of respect up, bro. Like, yo, I'm keeping it rap. I'm only talking about rap right now.
Yeah.
You know,
I agree.
Like,
I agree. But
those niggas got personal. It's like, yo, you can't control how niggas react sometimes, bro.
That is true.
And if niggas is not your man, you can't control how niggas react.
I agree. 1000% what you're saying.
But
Where I was going,
before you move on, because I feel like this is really important, bro. Drake and J. Cole, they really did damage hip hop, bro. J. Cole bowing out damaged it, and Drake suing this nigga completely.
Oh no, we're gonna get into the whole suing and everything. The only thing I wanted added with the J. Cole was, if you back out, there's no longer coming back in and being like, but if I did though, that's what I didn't like about Port Antonio. Because the whole thing, he's explaining why he backed out, but then at the end he's like, but if I did hop on that record though, yeah, it was like, nah, then you should have.
Come on, bro.
It's like that. It's like you go to the bar, you get into a fight.
He lived in New York, bro. Like, we don't do that here, bro.
Yeah. That was my only thing with J. Cole. So this whole suing thing, which is crazy. Like I said, Drake, he vacationed, bro, just after the Super Bowl. Because there's a lot of shit, right? Like,
he gonna turn his TV on.
It's being a sore loser. It's being a sore loser. And then like hopping on that whole bandwagon of like everybody saying, yo, but the Super Bowl should have gone to Lil Wayne. And I'm like, really? Really? It should have gone to Lil Wayne?
Yo, bro. I don't want to hear Mrs. Officer 10 times because he's going to have to do that, son.
Or open up to a Millie.
Yo, unpopular opinion, bro. I hate that song, son.
A Millie?
Yeah, I hate that song. I think that's one of the most, like, trash songs he's ever dropped. And niggas will probably kill me for that, but...
It was probably one of the first, like, rap songs I learned from beginning to end. I'm not gonna lie to you. And then every remix that came after that, it was like remixed to the ground. But so then he hopped on that whole thing with like, it should have gone to Lil Wayne. But then Lil Wayne goes ahead and does his concert in New Orleans, and he ain't show up.
Right, bro. And
so it's all
it look like he just woke up from a nap, bro. Like, don't nobody want to see that shit.
So it's all young moolah until it's time for you to actually hop in and be Young Moolah.
And the niggas saying that they want Lil Wayne there is because they're hoping, dog, that Nicki Minaj and fucking Drake is gonna show up with the whole crew. And
but when's the last time them three actually ever hung out?
Exactly, bro. Yo, bro. And then look, because they trying to say in the chat that it's a conflict of interest. This is the shit that blows mine, bro. It's like he should have did this shit before he started beefing with this nigga.
I agree.
You know, it just looks nasty, bro. And like you said, he should have took a break. If he would have took a break, came back and did that suing shit, niggas still would have been clowning him because it's just like, yo, the first thing you do when you come back is suing niggas. But I think he should have, if he wasn't gonna take a break, he should have just kept dropping music. And then when the music was coming out in the midst of all that, then you can sue these niggas like, yo, I'm dropping new shit and niggas not bumping my shit because y'all not putting my shit out there like how y'all was before.
But
because somebody else
I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it.
On the same label is getting hot and y'all moving his shit up more than him. I don't get how that's a conflict of interest if he's more hot right now.
Yeah.
It's not a conflict of interest when Drake was the #1 nigga in Universal and getting spins more than anybody else at Universal. There's mad top tier artists at Universal, bro. And it wasn't an issue back then. So what is the problem now?
It's also a very weird, dry snitching kind of thing, but
right. He's telling on himself, bro.
Yes. That basically because he was at the top, he was getting more spins. And it comes down, and I only really like one song from this rapper and artist, Russ.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Russ
I've never heard of him.
has been saying for a long time and has been putting people on how,
Kanye too.
And J. Cole also with the song with 21 Savage,
Mm-hmm.
21 Savage, when he said people are paying for streams. Now Russ, I respect because Russ said, and he also Childish Gambino also has said it, and he showed a lot of like inside the industry with Atlanta, his show, which fucking amazing show. It sucks that it went away. He said, Russ, he goes, the best way you could tell whether an artist is not as big as they actually are, go to the concert. Go to the concert. If you can go ahead and get 5 million people to listen to your song in a week, but you can't sell 10,000 tickets, then you inflated the numbers. And then he said, that's what everybody does. And now that I work with certain talent companies for big streamers that I can't say, but it's the truth. If you can fake 10 and gain 5, it's worth it. So if you can fake 10,000 viewers and gain 5 actual viewers, because this whole entire internet thing is nothing but numbers.
Right.
It's nothing but numbers. We can be talking the same conversation that any big podcast could be talking, but because that podcast has 256 viewers watching them, there's a fear of missing out that makes you want to click on them rather than us.
Right.
And it's the same thing with music. So if the person from Spotify happens to be the cousin of the person from Tidal or the person from UMG and says, hey, you have an artist, let's go ahead and boost them up a little bit. Let's see what that does. Russ also says the biggest way that you can see if an artist ain't really as big as they are is if they've never headlined a concert themselves. Everything is festivals.
Right.
Because if you take 10 mediocre artists and stick them together, you can make some change. But each one of them can't sell the whole arena themselves.
Right.
And honestly, that's most of the industry right now. That's most of the industry.
Shit is just nasty behavior, bro. And look, they trying to say the defamation of character is the main part of the legal suit. I'm like, nah, it's really not. It's about the bots. That's the main shit. They're suing for the bots and Viola and all this other shit because it's just like.
And also, the defamation of what? Y'all forget we all grew up with Drake. He's like Leonardo DiCaprio. He don't leave the 21 age route.
Right, and that's what like
we're seeing this in real life.
That's really what niggas was referencing, but niggas is trying to take it to the next level, trying to say that he's fucking with little girls, and I'm just like, yo, bro.
And even then, he has people on his team that are fucking with little girls.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the internet, though, bro. Because it's just like the moment they heard that, they just like, oh, shit.
They rolled with it.
They like, oh, like his fans are like, oh, this is crazy that he's saying this in a song and all this other shit. And I'm just like, yo, bro, it is crazy that the nigga said that in a song, bro. But it's just like, if niggas is gonna start lying, bro, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? If you want to start lying on me crazy to the point where it can affect my life, because that's what Drake did. He talking about the kids are not his. He's beating the shit out of his wife, all type of shit, bro. So you saying this shit on the internet, knowing how the internet is and how this shit can affect my life, my money, and all this other shit. Okay, I'm gonna do the same, nigga. I'm gonna say you fuck with little kids, like.
I agree. You
know,
I forget what the quote is, but it's like there's no love and fun in war.
Yeah.
You can't go into a fight and say don't hit me that hard.
That shit is crazy, bro. That's my stance on that. It's like, yo, you should have never took it to the wife and the kids, bro. Once you did that, my nigga, I don't have kids, but I see how people with kids act when even they're flicked funny by somebody that's not in a circle, you know? It's like, yo, bro, like, nigga, I'm going to jail now. Like, I'm gonna kill you, like, type shit. That's, you know, so
to end this segment, I have one last question. Do you think he calls Drake a pedophile during the Super Bowl? Do you think he says the line, or no? Do you think he's gonna say it, or they're gonna cut it out?
The Super Bowl is gonna cut it out, but you're gonna hear the crowd say it. It's gonna be so loud too, bro. Like you're gonna hear that shit.
There was a point where I thought he wasn't going to, but now with this whole suing thing, I think now he's going all in now.
Yeah.
Now I think he's going all in now.
I'm like, oh word, now I'm definitely playing this song. I wasn't about to get these new albums off. Now I'm definitely starting the Super Bowl with this song, my nigga.
I agree.
Bro, they was playing that song in stadiums.
Yeah.
For niggas to warm up to, bro. So just imagine halftime. It's gonna be crazy, son. It's gonna be crazy, son.
All right. So moving on from this, for anybody who does not know, me and KingUrameshi.
Oh, here we go.
We have a bet.
Here we go.
We have a bet. We have a bet on who's gonna win Game of the Year. All right. I don't care about the other nominees. KingUrameshi says there's gonna be Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I think it's gonna be Black Myth Wukong. If the Game of the Year show is our boxing match, this is our press conference. This is when we are gonna try to sway you guys to each one of our arguments as to why we think each game in its own gonna be Game of the Year.
Yes, sir.
Would you like to go first since you're the guest?
No. This is your show, my boy.
Okay. All right.
This is your show, my nigga. Do your thing.
I've been playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Beautiful game. Beautiful.
Oh, you about to start some bullshit.
No.
Every time you say this shit.
Beautiful game. I have one big gripe with the game.
I know.
What do you know?
Is it an unbiased gripe?
No. No. I did my research on this.
Yo. Go ahead, bro. Tell me what it is.
It pissed me off that none of my shit moved on to the next game. Because I played the first one, just for you. I played the first one. But none of my weapons, none of my spells, none of my shit moved on when I started the first game. And it didn't click into my head until I was fighting Titan and I was getting my ass rocked by Titan. And I'm like, why the fuck is this supposed to be the middle of the game, right? Of part 1, 2, and 3. This is supposed to be the middle of the game, and just like an hour game mode, right? Story mode wise, I was doing Curaga. So why the fuck am I back to Cure in terms of spells?
Nigga, that
I am so serious right now. That shit pissed me off so much, bro. It pissed me off. So I got every fucking sword, every dope ass weapon. I had Tifa, you know, with the Wolverine claws that you get from the first game.
Came out 4 years ago.
No, I wanted my shit, bro. And I did my research. When you in the PS2 took out disc 1 and put in disc 2, your shit crossed over. Why didn't it happen now? That shit pissed me off, bro.
That's a real complaint, son?
For me it is, bro. For me it is. That shit pissed. Why am I still with the Buster Sword?
You legitimately want me to address this?
Yes.
Yo, bro.
I get it that, you know, I get it because
one.
of the balancing. I also get it because new players might be getting into the game. But God of War didn't do that. If you didn't play God of War 1 and you got into Ragnarok, you had all your shit. You had the Blades of Chaos, you had the shield, and you had the axe.
Yo, bro. First of all, if niggas want to get technical,
yes,
Cloud's sword, since the beginning of time, has been the Buster Sword.
Yes.
So it's only natural that whatever game you start off with and Cloud is the main character, you're going to have the Buster Sword.
But it's not the best one. You get better weapons, right?
Do. But you get different weapons in Rebirth as opposed to...
No. Yeah, I agree.
Remake.
Clearly that's going to happen. But it's still a continuation from the first game. Shouldn't you already... Because I remember I tried to get one crazy looking sword for Cloud. And that shit was like, you need to get like... You needed to beat like all the fucking like VR shits in order to get the sword. And it was a dope looking sword. So I got pissed off that sword didn't cross over. I was so pissed off.
This nigga G, bro.
And I wouldn't be pissed off if it didn't happen in the first game. And I also understand balancing. Why am I fighting Gugas in the beginning of the game? I should be fighting some crazy ass monsters out in the wild.
Bro, but that's why I feel like it's hard to have these arguments with niggas that never played the original, bro, because you fight these same monsters in the original.
But they're stronger once you get to where we are, right? I just passed the grasslands. I'm like, I just passed the mines.
In the first game, you leave Midgar, and the moment you leave Midgar, all this shit that you see at the beginning of Rebirth, aside from the Sephiroth and Cloud shit, teaming up,
which was great.
Everything happens like the original game.
I don't think you saw that stream. I
probably didn't.
The second they gave me controls and I started playing with Sephiroth, I had to stop my stream and I had to look directly at the camera and I was like, I could see it. I could see it winning Game of the Year. I could see it now. And that was like minute 7 of the game. And I'm like, I could see it. And I was just like fucking fangirling the whole time with Sephiroth. So
yeah, because you understand.
I get it. I'm not saying it's not a great game. I'm not saying. You want to know my biggest theory? Right?
I'm listening.
So Jeff put that statement out about DLCs and expansions being, you know, allowed into like the Game of the Year talks or whatever. I have a theory, and you know me and my crazy ass theories.
Yes,
I have a theory that the only reason they included Elden Ring is because Final Fantasy VII is not winning, and he didn't want the argument that the only reason Final Fantasy VII did not win was because to some people who didn't play the game, they see it as an expansion or as a remake.
Right.
So he included Elden Ring, knowing that Elden Ring is not going to win neither.
Okay, that was gonna be my theory. I was gonna say that he included Elden Ring just so he don't gotta hear backlash.
Yeah.
Period. Like,
yeah.
He included that for
because
that
there
reason.
are a lot. I love Elden Ring. It's great. I don't think it should be considered Game of the Year because, like I said, and I said this in your chat, you can't go and buy Shadow of the Erd Tree at GameStop.
At the store. Facts.
You need the base game, and not only do you need the base game, you need to fight 4 bosses to get to that DLC. You can't just open it and go. It's not like Ragnarok where you could just go into the Valhalla. Right. You have to beat 4 main story bosses just to get into the DLC.
That ass, bro.
And that's like 40 hours. 40 hours of gameplay just to get to that DLC. So I think there was way more games that should have been in the spot for Elden Ring. I think Elden Ring is a red herring. I think they know Elden Ring is not going to win. They're just saying it just so if Final Fantasy doesn't win, they'd be like, oh yeah, but Elden Ring didn't win either, so y'all should be okay. Now,
man, that shit a recipe for disaster, bro. But I'm here for it. I'm here for it, my nigga.
I've been playing Final Fantasy. I've been doing a lot of stuff off stream because I just do main story stuff. It kind of makes it. I give it 2 hours and people get what they want from it. I think the next Final Fantasy VII game definitely wins Game of the Year.
Bro, that shit might win game of the decade, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like the way that they're G'ing that shit up, bro. I'm like, this shit is
No
really
spoilers,
gonna
because
be
remember,
crazy.
I just finished the mine, which is like chapter 3.
Yeah.
So no spoilers.
Like, nah. I can say without spoiling it because I have to be careful all the time, bro. Because Michael didn't beat the original.
Gotcha.
You know, so like for years.
Neither did
now,
I. I never played the original
I've been-
neither.
Yeah, bro. So since 2020, I've been having to watch what I've had to say around him and shit like how the next game is gonna be. Cause I know the thing I don't like about Rebirth, like they took a couple things out of the game that I felt like didn't make sense. Like it's not really a spoiler because you don't know this character, but for example, the character Sid, for anybody that's in the chat,
Sid is that same reoccurring character that's in every Final Fantasy, right?
That's it.
Okay.
No, yeah, but there's a different version of
him.
him.
Yeah.
But this Sid in particular was the one that you see in Kingdom Hearts, in every version of Kingdom Hearts.
That's to do with the red and the face covered up?
No, that's Vincent.
Okay.
Sid is the one with the goggles.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like the mechanic or whatever.
Yeah.
So I didn't like how they introduced him in this game. Like he was just like, when you see him, you're gonna understand what I'm saying, because I knew they was gonna bring him towards the end of the game, because that's how they did it with who was at the end of remake
the ninja girl.
Yuffie was in remake at the end.
Yeah, she was the DLC, wasn't she?
No, but in remake though, who the fuck did you?
Oh, Red. Red.
Red. There we go. You didn't have Red in your party. You wasn't allowed to have him in your party.
Yeah.
So they did the same shit with Sid, and I was just like, but you like how they do Red's backstory in this game is exactly how they did it in the original. But Sid is the only one who didn't get that treatment.
Gotcha.
And I thought that was important in this game to establish, because now they're gonna waste the beginning of the third game doing
that. Okay. All right.
For sure. Like I don't see them not doing that. And if they do, that's crazy, because like his backstory and like when you go to his hometown and shit like that, like it's fire, bro. And I thought that it was crazy that they took that shit out. That's like my main story, right? And like and gameplay wise, I just don't like that there's no sets, like and they addressed it already. They said in the next game it's for sure gonna be in it. So I'm glad that they addressed it. Like sets for materia, because well, you're not that far in the game, but you probably see it already. You get mad materia.
Yeah.
You start getting your party in this game, because you're gonna have a full party in this game that you can always switch people out.
Yeah.
Like you gotta always reset their materia to how you want them to synergize with you. And
I've been noticing that now a lot.
It's mad tedious and it's mad time consuming. So I'm glad that they addressed that. That's gonna, and it was annoying because that wasn't the original.
Yeah.
Like they had that.
But that's what I'm saying.
PlayStation 1 game had that. How the fuck y'all don't bring that?
So my gripe isn't that crazy, because in the original game, when you put in this 2, all your shit moved over.
But that's a direct continuation. The whole game is there, bro.
Yeah, but this is also a direct continuation, regardless if it's another game.
Bro. You being obtuse on purpose, bro.
Not on purpose. Maybe out of ignorance, but not on purpose.
No, you're doing it on purpose, bro. You definitely doing it.
All right, so here's the thing. Here's my thing about Final Fantasy and why I think the third game will definitely win Game of the Year and not this one that we're in. Story-wise, right? As a narrative. The first game sets up the story, sets up where everything's gonna go with, so on and so forth.
Right.
Can you agree or work on what? And I kind of threw this at Wicked, who he's on your side 100% with Final Fantasy winning Game of the Year.
Because Wicked's the GOAT, son. The motherfucking GOAT.
All right, so here's my thing, right? Here's my thought process. This part of the story, Rebirth, would essentially be the part in a movie where it's leading to the rising action and our characters
they're getting to the
our characters are getting more developed.
I don't know, G, because you gotta play the game.
No, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But you get what I'm saying? In the narrative standpoint, if the first game was the beginning of the story, this part is the part where as a party, as characters, you're gonna see them bounce off of each other, gonna joke a little. It's setting up character development for everybody, not as a party, but also as individuals. So, can you say, for all intents and purposes, this would be the arc where it's more filler than anything else?
Hell no. That's why I said you gotta play it, because I thought this was gonna be that.
Yeah.
But the shit that they covered and the new shit that they added, it was just like, yo, fuck. This could have been the, like, I feel like how you said Rebirth is like that.
Yeah.
I think Remake is that.
Okay, so you think Remake covered both the beginning as well as the rising action leading to okay.
Yeah, bro. For sure, because it was like, and they left you on a good note because you fought Sephiroth at the end.
Yes.
Like, you don't fight him at the end in the original. You just straight up leave Midgar.
Okay. I didn't know. Again, I never...
And go to the beginning. Yeah, all word. So now I can tell you. So the shit in Remake, everything at the end did not happen in the original. That's why there was so much controversy when the game had originally came out.
I can read the context and none of it happened because it seems like as those ghosts or wisps were passing by, it was fucking with the timeline. And the way that things were supposed to happen.
Mm-hmm. So like you seen in Remake, Sephiroth stabbed the shit out of Barrett.
Yes.
He's not supposed to die, so the Whispers made sure he didn't die.
They're trying to keep the timeline how it's supposed to.
They're trying to keep it how it's supposed to. Rebirth, you're gonna see it towards the end. Rebirth flips that shit on its head with the Whispers and the Arbiters of Time and Fate and all that other shit.
I will say that narratively,
what you did in the first is a direct consequence in the second, and you're gonna see why.
Gotcha.
You fought the Arbiters of Fate, you're gonna see why that shit fucked everything up.
I will say, and I will give this to Nomura, which I believe Nomura is also Kingdom Hearts, right? Mm-hmm. So I will say what he's doing narratively is genius. And I think this trilogy should set a precedent to anybody who does a remake and wants to change anything narratively. I think
your opinion is, it's a 50-50 split. That's how divided this shit is.
Oh no, yeah. I completely understand, because I've seen people that just want a true remake of the original,
which would be boring as fuck.
Giving Sephiroth the knowledge of everything from the original is such a brilliant idea. Because for all intents and purposes,
in video game history where this shit will be cool, like
and they're not handling it in a way where like Deadpool knows he's Deadpool. They're handling it in a way where Sephiroth knows he loses, and he's trying to change everything narratively to move away from the fact of losing, but also it feels like where I'm up to the game not being the bad guy 100%.
Where are you up to again?
I just finished the mines.
You got to Junon already?
No.
Okay, so Junon's right after that. Okay.
Yeah.
You're traveling to Junon.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So when you get out of there, you're in Junon. Okay, bet.
So for me, it seems like a villain akin to like Thanos, whereas like you kind of agree and where you see where like all the shit he's saying.
But you're leaving out a very important key, bro. Because you played Remake already, so there's no spoiling shit. They added a balance, bro, with Aerith, because Aerith is the same way, son.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And I thought that
because she's ancient, right?
She's no, not because she's an ancient. Like you in the end of Rebirth.
That she also has an inkling that everything's not happening the way that it's supposed to.
Right, and it's not that's why the whole theory shit was going crazy at the end of the game, because I knew when I heard her say certain things, I'm like, yo, this bitch knows what's going on.
Yeah.
And she's playing dumb.
So not knowing where the story's going, it seems like if Sephiroth is trying to change the outcome, it seems like Aerith begrudgingly would be the one to keep things the way that it should go. So it means she dies.
She's the counterbalance, bro.
Yeah.
Like she keeps everything intact with the party and keeps Sephiroth in check every time he comes to do this bullshit, bro.
Yeah.
So like I don't want to spoil anything with Aerith. People probably spoiled Aerith shit with you, or you probably know about Aerith because of the original.
Yeah, it was a big moment. It's akin to like I'm not that big of a comic fan, but there was a moment where the Green Lantern. Well, I'll do this. I'll take out Green Lantern. It is the moment where Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy dies. Before that, you don't kill the love interest. You don't kill the Gwen Stacy's.
And before that, before Aerith, you don't kill anybody in your main story
permanently.
Yeah. Like that shit changed gaming, bro. Like for the better, my nigga. Because I'm glad this motherfucker's dying now. Like, because there's some characters that just need to die, son. So in gaming, that shit was crazy. So there was like a big ordeal with how they was gonna handle it in this game. Like I said, it's 50-50. I like how they handled it in this game. And when you get up to it, I know you're gonna put your tinfoil hat on and be like, what the fuck is going on? And it's gonna make you wanna know what's going on, bro.
So here's the thing.
I knew when the game was coming out, I'm like, yo, I don't know how they're gonna cover when she dies or how she dies, if she dies.
Yeah.
Because all of that was into play, bro.
So without spoiling it to me, are you happy with how they handled it?
Oh, I'm ecstatic, my nigga. Because I know the third game is gonna be monumental now. And
that's what comes to, I think for sure, without a doubt, third game gets Game of the Year. It would have been a perfect world where remake, Rebirth, and the next one all win Game of the Year. That would be a monumental thing.
Yo, when you get up to her scene with that, you let me know what you think. If you think that if it really happened, bro.
All right, I got you. I
need you like, and when you play it, bro, I'm gonna just watch the stream.
So all right. So
and I'm gonna join the Discord after that scene is done.
Before I start doing my case for Wukong, I will say this. I think this whole thing Namor is doing with Final Fantasy is going to deeply affect how he handles Kingdom Hearts 4.
Oh, for sure. Absolutely.
I'm kind of conflicted about this, but I have a strong feeling he's moving away from the Disney characters with this new arc.
He is.
Because now we're dealing with the Master of Masters.
Yeah, somebody had confirmed that already. Like, Sora is on his own completely. Like, they don't know how to get to him, all this other shit. So everything is going to be... I'm hoping, my nigga. I'm hoping, dog. The worlds he goes to now are Final Fantasy worlds. Like, Final Fantasy.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
That's how I want it to go. I don't want it
I mean, technically, the characters that he is meeting now were in a video game in Toy Story, so it would make sense instead of being in Disney worlds, he's now in video game worlds, but they only handle it. That's interesting.
And to make it make sense, because I know there's going to be people that be like, yo, but the Final Fantasy characters that we did see crossed over with the Disney characters.
But they weren't true. They weren't true to lore, right?
No, they're true to Kingdom Hearts lore.
Yeah, but they weren't true to their.
The way to circumvent that is to go to the world of the new Final Fantasy games that they made. Yo, bro, they've only.
So we talking about 15 and 16?
They've only used Final Fantasy 7, 8, and 10. Yeah, and 10. Those are the only 3 that they used, bro. So they can use characters from every character, every Final Fantasy in between. You could use 15 with Noctis. You could use 13 with Lightning. You could do 12. I keep forgetting his name. I always forget his fucking name. You could do 12. You could do 11. You could do 9. 9 is like a favorite for a lot of people, bro. 9 is a favorite for a lot of people, and the villains that come with that too. You could do the first Final Fantasy with the Warrior of Light.
Yeah.
You could give him some personality, because they gave him personality in Dissidia when they made that fighting game where all of them fighting each other.
Yeah.
Bro.
I never thought about it that way.
Or if you're not gonna do it like that, do it with Square Enix. Do Square Enix worlds. You could go to Deus Ex fucking Machina. You could go to. You get what I'm saying? They cover so much shit. You could go to Marvel worlds, because Square Enix makes Marvel games. You could do all type of shit, bro.
I don't know. Square Enix is a little bit finicky with the shit that they own. You know how many times I get copyrighted just by listening to the prelude menu fucking music?
Okay, so then keep it.
But I think Final Fantasy,
Nigga, imagine going to a Dragon Quest world, bro.
Yeah.
For example, a Dragon Quest, like yo, bro, niggas will lose their mind. You get to go to Dragon Quest and you see the hero, like that would be crazy, bro. There's so many games that they made JRPG wise. You could go to a Persona. Oh no, that's not them. You could go to There's another JRPG that they're known for, and I'm just like, yo, son, I'm gonna just search it up since we're fucking talking about this shit, because you about to go to Wukong.
Yeah.
Where NX?
Yeah. Because I have some shit to say about Wukong.
Right. Secret of Mana.
Secret of Mana is great.
Star Ocean. I completely forgot about Star Ocean, son. That shit used to be crack, son.
Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, isn't Thing Square
Chrono
Enix?
Cross. I haven't played that.
Octopath Traveler is also Square Enix, right?
I believe that is.
And what was the other one? Bravely Default.
Yeah, Bravery Default. Facts. That was on the 3DS.
That shit was fire.
Yeah, bro.
First and second one.
Yeah, bro. Like, come on, son.
That would.
So
I do think I for real. I do believe he's gonna move away from Disney games.
Yeah, he's done. Cause you know what it is too. He probably got to go through hell again to get all that shit.
To get the IPs and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Like, who the fuck want to go through that? Like, nigga, I made Sora who he is. Now it's time to bring him home.
Yeah.
Now it's time to bring him home, my nigga. Cause I like the way he looked in that gameplay trailer. That shit looked crazy.
It looked clean. It feels like they finally heard everybody when they were like, when you finally went to like the Pirates of the Caribbean, and you're like, why doesn't he look like this the whole entire game?
Yeah, that, bro.
But okay, so KingUrameshi has Final
Go ahead.
Fantasy. He has Final Fantasy. I have Black Myth Wukong. But I don't think I really got a chance to explain to you why I think Black Myth Wukong deserves it, bro.
Please, I'm all ears, my nigga.
Coming off of Elden Ring and fucking losing to Radon 245 times before I beat him, there was nothing more satisfying than going to a straight linear game like Wukong. Now, when Wukong was announced, we got just an announcement. Hey, there's this random company from China that's known for mobile games that is working on a Wukong. That piqued everybody's ears. It was very reminiscent of like back in the days where you had to go to like forums or go and pick up like a Game Informer just to read about like where they're at with a game, because they were that quiet with it, and it brought back that culture of like it wasn't like a GTA, it wasn't like a Elden Ring where you kept getting trailers and another trailer and another trailer and another trailer. No, it was just like one trailer, Black Myth Wukong. 2 years later, a 5-minute trailer.
That was like 2 when I seen that trailer.
5 minutes later, 2 years later, a 5-minute thing. Wukong goes ahead and takes out his bow staff out his ear, which is very reminiscent of the mythology. And immediately people are like, they're gonna do justice with this game. They're gonna do justice with this game. And then close to release, which I don't like that they did, then they gave us 30-minute gameplay, which it made me fall in with the game, but it was like, y'all was going for something for the culture, and then y'all dropped it at the end. So the hype was there for me. Second, there was fatigue in terms of mythology because mostly games cover Greek mythology, Japanese mythology, and then Goku as well. You hardly ever see anything outside of that, so much so that when you finally get something new, it's refreshing. So when you go ahead and get the Chinese mythology and you're seeing these different monsters that aren't Onis, they aren't
Thor. If you watch anime though, you see it. So there might be
because a lot of people get inspired by the old school, almost everything derives from fucking Journey to the West.
Right.
So when you're getting a game that is Journey to the West, you're like, okay, something different, is linear. Then you get your hands on the game and it's just like you can finish a level in one stream. But here's the thing that really pisses me off that you will never get it, and why I also think not only is it going to win Game of the Year, it's also going to win Best Direction. At the end of every level, you got a vignette it played basically an anime of what the story of that chapter was.
Okay, but in Wukong, right?
In Wukong. But here's the amazing thing, right? The first one is straight anime. The second one is claymation.
Okay.
The third one was kind of like CGI. The fourth one was like the Studio Ghibli kind of art. Like every end of the chapter, there's 6 chapters. Every end of the chapter had his own different art style, and it was like a good 4 or 5 minutes of like just this beautiful. And what I love the most in this world is storytelling without dialogue, because you only have to focus on the art and what you're trying to go through just what you see. And they did it with every chapter.
Right.
It did it with every chapter. You also got the different ideologies of like Buddhist, which is different from everything. It's just the gameplay was solid. I don't know why you didn't like it. It was simplistic. It was solid. And then it has some shit that I haven't seen in a long while, which was like really fun glitches. We was out here doing unlimited fucking shadow clone jutsus. Like we was pulling 20 Wukongs out to beat up a boss.
Get the fuck out of here, bro.
You missed out on a moment, bro. You missed out on the same way you missed out on Astro. Right? I have it on the playlist. If you go to every end of the playlist, it ends with the thing that I was telling you. That kind of like vignette of different.
Watch you play than me play,
you missed out, bro. You missed out. It was a thing. It was a moment. It was a moment in time, bro. And the same way with Baldur's Gate 3 that you didn't believe, which I would love for you to play Baldur's Gate 3 because I think you'd really enjoy it with mods. I think you'd enjoy that shit with mods, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you could play with the whole party.
Every time I go see Daquan or go play basketball with Daquan, he's like, yo, bro, you gotta play this Baldur's Gate shit. Like, he still plays it.
Not claymation, stop motion. Thank you, Ed. I saw you was calling me, but I can't pause this. My baby boy also has to go soon, so. But yeah, it wasn't. No, there was a claymation one. Well, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the stop motion one that we're talking about with the wolf was actually stop motion, not claymation. But I could have swore that the wolf was claymation. But yeah, bro. I think not only is it gonna win Game of the Year, I think it wins best direction. A lot of people keep saying that it might go to Refantasio. But in all honesty, bro, in all complete honesty, out of all the personas, Refantasio has the weakest story. I beat it last week.
I was gonna say, I think every game that's up for Game of the Year, every game that's up is gonna win a award that's best something.
I think Refantasio wins music. It has great music.
I'm not gonna hold you. I didn't play that shit yet, but I've been watching my brother stream Stellar Blade.
Yeah.
And every song, every
Stellar Blade
song
would definitely win.
Up,
yeah, I completely blacked that out.
One thing about me with games, I like games like music is gonna keep me playing the game.
I think when you was on your podcast, I had told you like Stellar Blade has music like Sonic Adventure 2 music.
Yeah, you had said that, and then Mike sent me the whole soundtrack on Apple Music the next day. He started streaming, and he's like, bro. This shit, he's like, yo, I can't believe we haven't played this game or listened to this shit yet. And I was just like, yo, this shit is actually crazy. And it's making me want to not play Last of Us right now.
And go to Stellar Blade? I think...
Because what I wanted to do, because Game of the Year is coming up, I wanted to play every game that's on the list.
Yeah.
On stream. And Stellar Blade, my brother's going to lend me Stellar Blade, and I have Astrobot.
Yeah, which I completed. I had completed. I woke up this morning and found out that Astrobot threw out DLC. So I had to like wake up man early and complete the last little bit of it, which was great because the bots that they used, and the only reason I'm going to spoil this for you is because you're actually playing this game now. They used Helldiver bots.
Word?
Yeah, so that was just, I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh shit. The other stuff I'll let you unlock by yourself and enjoy it yourself, because I told you there's going to be one level, bro, where you're going to be like, I can't believe they did this shit.
Yeah, I gotta see what's good.
I'm telling you, it's so good. Like it there's a part of me where it's like, if Astrobot wins, I'm not mad. I don't think the only thing that held me back with Astrobot was just the music. The music was ass.
I wouldn't be mad either, because what my brother has said, he was just like, yo, this game, because he's a huge platformer, like player, and he does variety streams and shit like that. He told me like, yo, I bought this shit because I seen the way you and this nigga was arguing, bro. And I'm not gonna lie.
I'm telling you, bro.
When he said that, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I was like, Mike, nah, don't tell me,
I'm telling you, bro. Like, yo.
Like, nah, this shit is lit. And then the first thing he said was, he's like, yo, the only thing I do not like about this game is like the music is trash.
Yeah, the music is trash.
Straight up, like,
the music is trash. But
and he was tight because he was expecting good ass music, because platformers always have good music.
There's only one good track that I truly love, and it's in the last hidden level. You would have to defeat every single PlayStation level. There's a special like PlayStation button level. You have to defeat all those PlayStation button levels, and then you get a final, like really final one. That song was fine, but that's not enough. But if we take out the songs, Astrobot could go toe to toe with Mario. If they continue with Astrobot.
Oh yeah, I think that's gonna be their thing now.
I think Sony has been.
They've been looking for like a because they still don't have a mascot.
That's what I was gonna say. They've been
lily.
lily padding with different mascots. I think they found one perfect with Astrobot.
And he's been their shit for mad long, for mad other shit. And I always thought, like, yo, why don't they put this nigga on some shit? Like, I never thought that they would give him his own game, and that's fire, bro.
That company, I believe that was their first game that they did. If I'm not mistaken, I Mr. A, that's please. Fire. But I believe it's like their first shit they ever done, and they killed it. That's fire. I didn't know that.
So
if it wins, bro, it wins. I'm fine with that. Here's my shit though, right? So I have Wukong first. Mm-hmm. I had Astrobot second, and then I have Final Fantasy third for Game of the Year, right? I played Balatro. I gave in. I wanted to see what the fuck the hype was.
Yeah, you texted me the other night. And
Balatro is tied second with Astrobot for Game of the Year for me.
Card games are cheat codes, yo.
It is, bro, and it goes through it goes through every card game trope you would love that gets you addicted. So you have poker, you have solitaire, you have the roguelike of getting different kind of like playthroughs over and over again. Then you have what's it called when you open up Pokemon cards and shit that you don't know which. Yeah, it has packs. So that's how you basically like upgrade every round. You open up different card packs. It's man weird. My shit is it has the potential to be as addictive as what Candy Crush was. You remember like that? Yeah, you remember that era of like Candy Crush, Subway Surfer type shit. You remember how many times you would play Subway Surfer or fucking Temple Run, and you just be like, one more game, just one more. I could beat my record. That's what Balatro does. That's what Balatro does. Balatro leaves you saying, yo, I could play one more. I have not read a book in a week and a half, bro, because I keep being in my car playing this goddamn card game on my phone. I now know how to play poker through this thing. I didn't understand like what two pairs was, what a pair was, what a full thing was, I didn't understand none of that. I now know poker from playing this shit. I now know poker.
I'm about to turn up when I go see the all my old OGs and shit.
Yeah, bro.
Will your mom take you to the little get-togethers?
Bro. I used to feel some type. I used to feel some type of way because I didn't know how to play spades. But now I'm gonna be like, yo, bring out the chips. Bring out the chips.
He's like, I got 100 on me right now. Let's get it. Nah, that's crazy, bro. I mean, I don't know, dog.
It's $10. I would say get it on your phone. It's $10.
That shit might win game.
It's $10. Get it on your phone, bro. I have been taking longer shits because I just be playing Balatro. My legs be numb as fuck getting up from the toilet seat, bro. Just playing Balatro.
That's nasty, son.
Bro, I
don't got no feeling when I wipe my ass.
Nothing. Straight like limping out the bathroom.
That's
just
crazy, son.
Bro.
Be dragging his leg out the bathroom.
Yo, stanky legging it. Straight stanky legging it.
Yo, this nigga's nasty, son.
I don't know what it was. I don't know if maybe it was just the hype of just like everybody saying play Balatro, but it clicks, bro. It clicks. This year for gaming has been a monumentous and amazing one. And I'm glad that I even lived through this year gaming.
Yeah, facts.
I mean,
next year's gonna be a powerhouse.
Yeah, next year's just like
are in their prime, bro. So now they have no reason.
The Switch, the Switch is at their songs, the swan song of their system.
Switch 2 is gonna change lives again.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you.
They always change gaming, bro. Breath of the Wild changed gaming.
I agree.
It changed gaming. That shit is crazy. A Switch game, son.
I agree. I haven't played this new Zelda game. I still think Family Game will go to Mario Party.
Oh! You talking about Echoes of the Wisdom? I thought you were talking about Kingdom. I got nervous.
Oh no! Trust me,
I've played. Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Not only did I play it, everybody hates how I played it because I broke the game in every aspect.
I hate you too, son. Niggas can never just enjoy a game, son.
I was using hover bikes over hover bikes over hover bikes. People was like, "Yo, let me do this fire dungeon." I was like, "Nah, I'm just gonna fly to the top." I'm gonna fly to the top and I'm not gonna upgrade nothing.
This nigga is crazy, son. Everybody's over there running, fighting monsters and shit.
Nope, I'm just in my hover bike. It's an ongoing joke in my channel.
I know you ain't flying shit for your playthrough, son.
It's an on. No, don't get me wrong. I was putting in hands and feet. I did the whole fighting the thing to get the Majora's Mask, which was like fighting the what was it, like 6 Lionels back to back to back, and they all had the curse hit where they knock like half your health and you can't heal. I beat it. It took me a few, like maybe 2 or 3 tries, so I was good. It's just I kept breaking the game. There was, what was it, the wind one where you had to like jump from platform to platform to platform until you got to the ship. I flew one. Yo, I sacrificed 1,100 million hover bikes. I was like, I ain't doing this shit. I'm just gonna fly. Oh, my battery's about to run out. We about to land on this platform and get another hover bike.
Yo, son, we'll never get a game. We'll never get games like those two ever again. We'll never get games like those two ever again, bro.
Asobi has 3 games, which is Astrobot, Astrobot Rescue Mission. Yeah, so all they have ever done is just Astrobot.
Yeah, that's where I know Astrobot from, the Playroom.
Yeah, which was like the free game that came with it. Which I wish consoles would do that again. Give us free games. You remember like the old school 360 demos?
Yeah, facts. Remember Fusion Frenzy?
Bro.
Facts.
I played the first Prince of Persia that way.
Oh wow.
That's crazy. Sands of Time. It was
crazy.
Yeah, man.
I played that on PS2.
You know what you should do on your channel before we move on to our next segment? I would like for you, because how old is your channel, if you don't mind me asking?
I had made it in 2020, but I was.
But when you were content, like full on content creator.
Full on, I want to say a little over 2 years now.
Okay, yeah, I'm like, my channel's 3 years old now. I think I've explained to you, like I break every year as a season, and every stream is its own thing, and I break it down to like episodes. Yeah,
that's fire.
So because my channel is only 3 years old, I have an archive series where I play very old games. It's for me and it's for anybody, and I would love to see you do that on your channel. And the reason why is because next season, I've already said this, but I don't think I've ever told you, one of the games that we are archiving, aside from The Wolf Among Us, aside from the Zelda series is like Zelda archive series. So I'm trying to do all the Zelda games, but I'm going to the original Halo. Ooh. I'm going to the original Halo just to experience that story, bro. Ooh. Yeah, and I would love to see you do the same thing on your channel, bro, because not only with Halo, but with like games that just meant something to you in your childhood, but you just never got a chance to stream it because there was never.
It's crazy that this nigga said that shit, bro, because I'm about to play Devil May Cry.
I was about to tell you.
Devil May Cry,
I saw the craziest TikTok of somebody doing Virgil like straight like combinations, and I was like, why has KingUrameshi never done Devil May Cry?
I know what you're talking about because I tagged Mike in it on Twitter. Bro.
Then that's probably how I saw it.
Because Mike was I was playing Helldivers with him and my other brother the other night, and I'm just like, yo, man, I miss Devil May Cry, like, and my brother, like, he knows better than anybody. He was like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, son, I miss you playing that shit, bro. You used to play on the hardest difficulty, son. You used to do all the craziest combos for the fucking Omega S ranks, nigga. And I was just like, yo, bro. And he was like, yo, bro, you've played every Devil May Cry but 5. And I'm like, bro, before I was spoiled.
Yeah.
The reason I wasn't playing Devil May Cry 5, like I was acting like a little girl. Like I was sulking, bro. I'm like, yo, I'm not playing this shit. And when people was asking me why, I'm like, yo, bro, I played these Devil May Cry games when they came out, son. Even the PS2 one. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm a huge Virgil fan. So like when Devil May Cry 5,
so you're part of that era of like Devil May Cry, Dante's Inferno, kind of like old school. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for sure, bro. That Son of Sparta shit, like they had it so perfect on the PS2, bro. And with Virgil and these niggas being twins and all this other shit, like it was such a crazy dynamic and how they're complete opposites of each other, son. It was such a fire dynamic. And then he died and all this other shit. He came back in the remake of Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
The nigga looked like Steve Rogers. I was like, what the fuck is this, bro? I'm like, what the fuck is this?
There's what's crazy?
Virgil, bro.
Devil May Cry. What was the one where it's the cousin as the main character? It's like the cousin or the nephew or whatever. It's not Dante. It's the other one.
Oh, Devil May Cry 4 with Nero.
That was my first Devil May Cry I played, and then I took a break, and then I was working at GameStop when Devil May Cry the remake came out, like the reboot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And everybody was like, "This is ass." The first the first fucking first 20 minutes, a white wig falls on his hair, and he's like, "This shit looks whack," and takes it off. So I get exactly what you're saying, but aside from Devil May Cry, what's a game from your childhood that just it's what instilled gaming for you?
Sonic Adventure 2.
I did that. I did a modded version of that this season.
Yeah, I was watching that shit. That shit was bananas.
I was making childs out of everybody. All of that to say is
Adventure
like
2, all the Zelda, the one you're about to play, Wind Waker.
Wind Waker, yeah.
And honestly, bro, Marvel vs. Capcom.
I'm telling you, King, I would like to see that from you because I think there's this weird fatigue going on with audience where it's like, and I saw it a lot with when Kai Cenat covered Elden Ring, and when he covered Bloodborne.
Mm-hmm.
Those people that were just like, okay, you're just a big name hopping on the trend. We got it. There's a hunger of people that are in fandoms that just want to see their favorite games played by somebody else. They want to experience that experience that you played by yourself in a streaming space. So I would love, because a lot of the people that really hang out with me, like my day ones, the people that rewatch my streams, I've met them in those archive games. I met them in all the Zelda games. I've met them in all the games that I've archived. I've met a lot of people when I redid Telltale's The Walking Dead.
Right.
I set a great foundation when I did Budokai 3 with a 4 mod to it. And I think with you, because there's different types of game that you play that I don't play, I think you will find an amazing, if you was to go back to the old Street Fighters, you would find, you get what I'm saying? You will find they're like, damn, I really miss Turbo.
Yeah. Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Just because as a streamer, everybody's chasing the new hot game.
I'll make it a retro day.
I would love to see that from you.
A retro day. I'll take one, how I have Drunk Fighter Fridays, that's only fighting games. I'll do that. I'll probably do that on a weekend too, maybe a Sunday or something.
Yeah, it's just something where you could chill back and just play. And just play one of those old games that you just freaking love. Even if nobody loves it, bro. It's just, you will find people that be like, damn, I haven't seen Prince of Persia in ages. Let me go ahead and hop into the stream.
Son, oh my God. I'm just thinking about all the games I used to play, son.
I'm telling you, there's a market for people that just want to see. And I think because you're not playing the newest game, because you know the direction in which the game goes, you have a better connection with the audience.
Yeah.
I could play Ocarina of Time with my eyes closed, and that means that I can talk more with the people and talk, debate which is the best Zelda game or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro.
I would love to play Skyward Sword again.
That's the one Zelda game I haven't played. That's what I'm working towards.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, for the longest, that was my favorite Zelda game.
That I know the story. I know it's the first in the whole thing. I know
the origin.
I know everything. I never played it myself.
Yeah, they did it fly, bro. And a lot of people will tell you that iteration of Link and Zelda are their favorites. A lot of people will tell you that, bro.
Yeah.
It's the most there's no voice acting, but it's the most personality that they've ever showed.
I've seen this is around the time where I started doing research on Let's Plays and stuff, and Fi's Goodbye with Link and everything. That's just great.
Yeah,
it's great.
When I originally played through it, that shit fucked me up.
That's what I'm saying.
When the game came out, I was like 17. I was like, yo, I just did all this.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, nah, because Link was fucked up over that too. I think that's what hit the scene even higher. It was Link was fucked up over that shit, emotionally, and I was like, that's so fire that they did that. So.
I'm telling you, bro. Think about it. Give it a month or two. Sit on it for a bit and think about what game would you go back and play.
Yeah.
In a streaming element with an audience in front of you that they can experience the story with you. I really want to do Kingdom Hearts, but it's like I told you, I gotta mod Kingdom Hearts. I don't want to fucking start at level 1 and fucking teach Sora how to glide again.
Crazy.
I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to teach him how to fucking reflect. None of that.
You're legit a psychopath, dog. I ain't gonna lie.
All right. So for our last segment, it is Wednesday. For anybody watching the replay, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. I hope you guys, whether you are, in speaking terms with your family or not, I hope you guys are really, gonna enjoy Thanksgiving and have a great time with it, and be safe. But before we go, we have to finally settle what's the best thing to eat. And just give me a second so I can pop it up on the screen so you guys can see the tournament we got going on.
Hey, this nigga go, man. Hey, this nigga go, man. He about to talk. He about to have the Clash of the Titans.
Oh, you have no idea, bro. You have no idea. I shared the screen with you so you can start at least making the arguments while I pull it up for the stream to see. Might need to open another window. Capture. Oh, here we go. Look at God.
Okay, nah, this nigga crazy,
right. It's a little sign. It's a little sign. I got a little jealous seeing you and your friends talking about Thanksgiving. I was like, I gotta do something too. I do a little something too.
Yo,
so
Popeyes liked our picture.
Word?
I swear to God, bro. That shit was so crazy. Like, we was in the group chat, and I'm like, yo. Popeyes just liked our picture, bro.
Listen,
they're like, get
bro.
the fuck out of here.
That's
they're
how
like,
it
yo,
starts.
it's not a bot. And I'm like, yo, I clicked on it. It was dead ass the official page of Popeyes, bro.
That's how it starts, bro. I mean,
And
remember?
then we hit them back. We like, yo, we need that sponsored turkey, my nigga.
Bro,
like,
for real. We'll review it live.
And I was telling Mike, I was like, yo, bro, I would review that shit, but I'm not spending $100 on the Cajun turkey, bro. I'm not doing that shit. They gonna have to send me that.
Okay. All right. So to start everything off, people in the chat can also do their votes. Let me go ahead and start setting up polls and stuff. Be a little fancy for anybody watching on Instagram. Go over to YouTube so you guys can put in your votes as well. So the first round is gonna be turkey. If I could spell. Yo, I could write you a paper, but thank God for spell check, bro.
Yo, turkey is crazy, son.
Listen, I was an ESL kid. I was an ESL kid, bro.
Why, my nigga? Goddamn.
Y'all can put in your force or your
Yeah, but you're a grown ass man now. We're not giving you that excuse.
And I read man books, and still I can't spell to save my life, bro.
I don't give nobody that excuse anymore.
If
bro.
you held a gun to my head, bro, and
because y'all niggas was acting up in class.
bro, if you held a gun to my head and told me how to spell Chihuahua, bro, I'm dead.
Nah,
I'm dead.
That's a good one to trip somebody up. Yeah.
I'm dead.
That's not a common word for niggas to be spelling every other day, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
As long as you don't spell it with a W, you have a chance. You have a chance, bro. I swear to God.
All right. So turkey versus ham. What do you got?
Come on, nigga. I got the ham. What?
Okay. How you like your ham? Is it like just normal like pernil, or are we talking about like honey ham?
Ooh, either or.
Word.
Either or. If my mom makes it, it's the pernil. If my dad makes it, it's the honey ham. Facts.
Yeah, my uncle makes a crazy honey ham. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
but pernil sometimes also hits. We be
nigga,
we're not celebrating Thanksgiving this year because it's the first year without my grandma. So we're just gonna chill. My mom's gonna make like yellow rice and corn and like some ribs. And I have Angie. Yeah, that's my mom's specialty. That's like my mom. My mom don't cook. My mom don't cook. But that yellow.
Nigga? People that don't cook don't make that.
No. My mom notoriously don't cook. As a kid, my mom will order Chinese takeout, and I'd be like, "Mom, you cook really good today."
Or she just don't want.
Yeah. But when she makes that yellow rice with corn and ribs,
she's a seasoned veteron, dog.
Yeah.
She's just like y'all niggas strong. We good.
We was kids.
Really
we was kids out here eating cereal and Chef Boyardee. Don't let it trip you up. My mom don't like cooking. She says that.
Don't do that. She gonna go in there and rock you with the chocolate, nigga. Don't do that.
So we will always get together in one family, and it would be like a potluck. So we always had a lot of food. So we'd have the pernil, and then we also have the honey turkey, the honey ham, and then turkey. So I think I agree with you too. I think it's ham, but
turkey's diabolical work.
Right now in the poll, everybody's saying turkey. The thing is, you gotta know how to make turkey.
And it takes too long, bro. It takes too long to make that shit. So it's like the person that's making all the food, they tired.
Yeah.
It's affecting the workload.
You gotta keep juicing it throughout the whole entire cooking process.
Nobody wanna do that, bro.
But I will say this.
What's that shit called? What's that shit called? I forgot what it's
the
even
baster,
called.
the turkey baster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People probably don't even own that shit no more, bro.
I got one. I'm not gonna lie. I could go pull that one out right now. I got one right now. But I will say this. For the argument of turkey, ham, you got 2 days to eat it because pork goes bad quick.
True.
Turkey on Thanksgiving, it could last, bro. It could last you a week, bro. You could be making some turkey sandwiches.
See, this is where you lose me. This is where you lose me, my nigga. Nothing from Thanksgiving should last a week, bro.
Yo, that's where I'm telling you, that's where that turkey lasagna come in.
Maximum.
No. Think about it. Nah.
Or in the household, bro.
Nah, I'm telling you, a week, bro. A week is fine. A week. All right, I'll give you like 4 days, and then once.
Fine, depending on what survived through the week, bro.
Okay, so this
turkey or ham is crazy.
Okay. So listen. So
unless you making a sandwich with the turkey, like
you got
something that's not gonna make the turkey enjoyable.
You
bro.
You got turkey left over, and we spoke about this before we started the pod. My family does a lasagna, so you still got leftover lasagna, and then you also because no one ever just sells 3 or 4 fucking things of not tamales.
Spanish.
Not tamales. What's the other thing? The thing that Puerto Ricans make that be coming in hoja.
Fuck, son.
Angie's gonna hit us with it real quick.
What's the name of it? It's
I can't believe I'm drawing a blank on this. Yeah, I just made an order. I just made an order of this right now.
Cause you said the oil and that shit already. I'm like, yo, word. What the fuck?
Ed said the juice injector.
This is crazy, son.
Pasteles. Thank you, Angie. Thank you. So, because nobody ever sells you 2 or 3 pasteles, they gotta send you a fucking pack of 20. Those are always left over as well. It's always a pack of 20. It's never nothing less than 10.
Yo, son. Yo, this nigga is stupid, bro.
It's the truth, bro. It's the truth. And then you always got pie left over.
A pack of 20, son.
And you always got pie left over. So it's not only turkey, but turkey will last you.
Turkey will last you. But I'm just not a fan of a week of turkey.
Okay.
Unless I'm doing something with it, bro. Like if I gotta make a sandwich with it, or
but that's what I'm saying.
Like I can't just put the turkey on with the plate of whatever it is I got going on, bro. Nah, not for a week. I can't do it.
But that's what I'm saying. You could mix it up for a week. You can't do that with ham.
Huh?
Ham, you got
bad shit with ham.
You got 2 days with ham. Ham goes bad real quick.
2 days?
You got 3. Nah, bro, that's pork. Anything past 2 days, you already got the worms already building up. Pork spoils quick, bro.
You said you got the worms building up.
Pork spoils quick,
Yo,
bro.
He is not serious, bro.
But I think it's 50-50 in the chat. So we'll give it a ham because I think me and you are both in the ham thing. So ham goes to the next thing because we got to get you out of here.
Okay.
All right, so ham goes to the next thing. All right. We got mac and cheese versus lasagna. Again.
Ooh, this is gonna be split between like races.
Yeah, right. Because like if you Italian or like super Dominican, you have lasagna. But if you first generation American like me and you are, if you're first generation American like me and you are, nothing beats a baked mac and cheese, bro.
We need that mac.
Nothing beats a baked mac and cheese. And you know how I know mac and cheese is gonna win this? Let me set the poll while you go ahead and talk about some mac and cheese.
You can make mac and cheese in so many different ways. I think that alone is why that shit is undefeated.
Also, I don't know about your family, but while people are carving the turkey or carving pieces of ham, everybody immediately beelines it straight to the mac and cheese.
Facts.
And the first question everybody asks is, yo, who made this?
Who made this? Facts, bro.
Who made this?
That shit is a test.
Where that was you, Titi? Okay, all right.
That shit is a test, bro. Who made this mac and cheese, son? And you can tell by the tone of the voice and the face, like if it's good or bad.
Lasagna be fucking me. That's one of them words that fucks me up too.
Nah, the G silent, my boy.
Yeah, I know. That's why that's why I make the joke lasagna.
I remember it. Yeah, that's how I remember. I say it in full pronunciation, lasagna. And then once I got it there, then lasagna.
Wicked said best side for Thanksgiving: cranberry sauce, mashed potatoes, and gravy, or deviled eggs. Deviled eggs? That's some white shit. Deviled eggs is
Cranberry sauce.
My mom loves some cranberry sauce. I'm not gonna lie, whether it's canned or made fresh. Yeah, but deviled eggs at Thanksgiving?
Nah, them just go crazy.
No,
What do we call it? We don't call it deviled eggs, but I see that.
We do potato salad. We do the colored potato salad. Us Dominicans.
Yo, but the eggs be in there.
Yeah, the eggs be in the potato salad.
It's not that far off, bro.
It's not. It's not. It's not.
It's just if you Spanish, it's gonna be in a potato salad.
Yeah, it's gonna be in a potato salad for us.
You know.
But
deviled eggs would go crazy. I would like to see that. I ain't gonna lie.
I've never not been in a situation where somebody's like, "Yo, you want deviled eggs?" and I'm like, "Nah, I'm good." I always be like, "Okay, let me get one."
Yeah, I'll be like, "Hell yeah, let
me get one." Yeah. So but it is a very white thing. For us, we throw that shit into potato salad. Yeah, so you got like the potato salad, the eggs with like carrots. My family does carrots.
Okay.
So you got a little color in there.
I feel like, what's the side we be eating? Isn't a pastel that's not a side?
It could be a side.
Yeah,
it could be.
I always thought that was a side.
Here's the shit. I mean, everybody's plate be looking disastrous. It be looking like some real fat boy shit.
Yeah, bro. Ain't no time to be cute, nigga. Put sweatpants on and get crazy.
Exactly.
Word. Get ready. Sit wherever it is comfortable for you, because you might not.
While I'm gonna give people 2 more minutes to vote. While I ask you this very important question, as somebody who doesn't smoke weed, this isn't part of the tournament, but what would you prefer?
Nigga, this is a holiday. This is a holiday.
What would you prefer? Right? Do you prefer the walk with your cousins, or sitting around family and discussing a very funny, memorable moment?
Yo, I've done it all, son.
But you know what I'm talking about? Like that one moment where you're like, yo, Felito over there was wilding when we went to DR. He was over here humping walls and shit, and everybody's cracking up and laughing. Would you rather that moment where everybody's just laughing, cracking jokes, sitting together, or that walk with your cousins where y'all come back and you're like, yo, we gotta play the food waiting for us?
It's funny because I had went to spend Thanksgiving or whatever at my cousins in PA.
Yeah.
And we had that walk, and it was so funny because I never, aside from my brothers, I haven't smoked with anybody in my family, son. You know, so when I was smoking with my cousins, that shit had me on the floor because I was just like, yo, bro, this is what it's about, son.
Yeah.
Niggas is getting together, chilling, whatever bullshit is going on during the week, the shit don't matter no more, bro. You know, and the latter option too, like where everybody's at the table just like having like the discussions, like memories, niggas wild.
Yeah, talking about like when y'all was kids sleeping over and doing,
That shit be funny because niggas be drunk.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that should be funny. So it's either or, but
everybody's talking for whatever reason. There's a baby sleeping in some random room.
If I had a preference now, because like my brothers smoke and a couple of my cousins smoke now, I probably still choose.
You go for the walk.
It's not even the walk no more. It's like whoever got the car, we in there.
Yeah.
You know, and then it's like that
for us,
funny on its own because niggas, everybody's got the same mindset. It's like, yo, this is gonna be fun, but we know this is to get us ready for this shit that's supposed to be
for
ready.
us, no one in my family until like my cousins became adults smoked. I've never smoked. I have my own reasons. We'll probably get on that next year when we do another podcast episode. But for me, it wasn't the walk. For me, it was the cousins hanging out in the hallway outside the apartment.
Ooh.
Or like on the stairs, or like on the stairs outside. Yeah. Or like on the stairs outside of the apartment, like right there. That's what it was for us. And just wilding and getting yelled at by that one neighbor.
Yeah, bro.
But all right, let's okay, mac and cheese. Clearly, mac and cheese went next. Okay.
What's the next one? Yams and what?
Don't worry, we're gonna get to that one. We're gonna get to that one.
We're
gonna get to that one. Hold on. I know it's small, but we're gonna get to that one. So mac and cheese wins that round. Pumpkin pie or apple pie?
Get me mad with that yams one.
Pumpkin pie or apple pie?
Man, you can't go wrong.
And you know what? I'm also
But if I had to choose, damn, bro, I might go with apple pie.
You know what? Also, I kind of want to take back pumpkin and switch that out for sweet potato.
Oh,
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah,
Now you playing with fire.
sweet potato pie or apple pie.
Damn.
I can't spell potato. Help me.
I don't know now. Leave that up to the chat. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Leave that up to the chat.
Sweet potato pie, apple pie. My mom loves apple pie, but sweet potato pie just...
My mom loves sweet potato pie and apple pie.
It's just something different. It's just something different. Let me put it on the poll.
For Thanksgiving, she makes sweet potato pie. Throughout the year, she be making apple pies, and I be that shit crazy.
My mom loves apple pie, but there's something about sweet potato pie.
If we didn't live in New York, nigga. We lived in the country. She be that person that be leaving the pies by the window.
Yeah. Just calling random people over there with like that little smell, grabbing them by their nose.
Like, Mom, leave that shit back inside. Are you out your fucking mind?
In New York, doing that is crazy, bro. I wouldn't even trust it. Now it's not even the New Yorkers. I just wouldn't trust the pigeons. I wouldn't trust the pigeons.
All that shit, bro. There's bee drills flying around and shit. Like, New York is crazy.
Oh man, New York is something else. It ain't the same city, but I still got love for it. Ed said I just laughed by.
This is the holy grail, bro.
Yeah. We came up with 15, and for 15 in my head, I like.
If you grow up in New York, I think this is why people don't like New York niggas. While we're waiting for the chat to decide, I think niggas don't like New York niggas because it's how diverse we are when we get. Oh yeah,
we're a melting pot.
Like we understand how to code switch. We understand how to move around. You get what I'm saying? Because the people that they talk about are the.
We're also very fast paced.
Yeah, the people that move out of New York and they rep in New York crazy when they leave, those are the loser ass niggas. Like you don't gotta do that. People already know you're probably from there by the way you speak.
Yeah, which I didn't know until
I didn't wear a Knicks Yankee jersey.
Yeah.
Combination, which is nasty work.
I didn't know any of that until last year when we did the sponsorship for Carnival, and we was in a casino, and me and my mom were talking about what numbers we were gonna play on the roulette. And as me and my mom were talking, the lady, the Asian lady next to us goes, "Oh, you guys are New Yorkers?" And I'm like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" She's like, "I could hear it from your accent." I was like, "Damn, I didn't even know I had an accent."
That's exactly what I be saying.
Yeah.
But apparently, according to niggas that live outside of New York.
And then she was like, "Say coffee," and I was like, "Coffee," and she was like, "Yeah, it's coffee," and I was like, "Damn, fuck, I didn't even."
And they hit you with the say water.
Yeah, which I do that shit to Leia all the time, like bottle water.
Bro, every time I go to PA and I'm with my cousins and we go around wherever the fuck, bro, and people hear me talking to them, they'll be like, "Yo, where are you from?" And I'll be like, "Yo, I'm from New York." They be like, "Yo, say water." I'm like, "Yo, get the fuck away from me." Get the fuck away from me, son.
Or they hit you with the, "Yo, you ever order bacon, egg, and cheese?" And they'd be like, say bacon, egg, and cheese, and you'd be like, "Fuck you."
There was one.
Because it's not just bacon, egg, and cheese. They want you to say bacon, egg, and cheese, ketchup, salt, pepper.
Right, bro. There was one time in particular, I went to go visit Mike, because Mike was living in Pennsylvania for his senior year of high school. Son.
Oh, man.
I'm like, yo, bro. I was still like Omega active. I'm like, "Yo, son, I'm trying to hoop. What's up? Where's that? Nigga,
yeah.
You go to school out here." He like, "Yo, we got the gym for where we practice at and shit like that. There's probably some teammates of mine, all this other shit. We could probably get some runs there." I go over there. I guess because they're used to Mike, they don't really pay attention to him.
Yeah.
Like when he speaks. But when I was talking, because I talk mad shit whenever it's anything competitive related, bro. I'm getting layups on niggas. I'm doing shit because I'm older too. So I'm trying to like just use my strength to my advantage.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yo, you little niggas better figure this shit out." Like, and they're like, "Yo, bro, like you with this New York shit. Like we had to deal with this shit with Mike." I'm like, "Yo, I'm not even doing it. Like, nigga, this is how I talk."
Play ball in the projects when the light's about to go out and you got like a good 15 minutes. They don't understand. You got a good 15 minutes before they cut it out and the crackheads start scurrying around.
And like when niggas is just like in the park, like that's just wild.
Oh, in the park, yeah. Because I used to play varsity for high school before I had to stop, take a step back, and take care of my brother and sister a little bit more. Mm-hmm. But you had to have authority to be like, "Yo, I got next." It wasn't about who got there first. It was about, "Yo, I got next. I got 30 minutes before my baby mom come home. I got next."
Right, I got next. and it was just like. I don't even think it's like you needed authority. It was just like, "Yo, you just not gonna let nobody punk you for
exactly.
Like,
exactly.
Bro. I got next.
I got next.
What are you talking about? The most I can do is I'll let you be on my team, and I don't even want to do that because you're trying to play me.
Exactly. All right, All right, so what won? Y'all said apple pie. That's dastardly. I think it would have been sweet potato pie, but okay, apple pie it is. It's gonna be hard for y'all in the next round.
Okay.
I think sweet potato pie would have made a better thing for the next round, but okay. All right. Yams versus coquito.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck, nigga. That's a drink.
It's still a dessert drink though. It's a dessert cocktail.
Who yams and stop playing with me, bro? Put the poll up. Talk a vote. I don't even want to talk about this shit. This nigga just got me upset, bro. Before I put yams, you sure? Yo, what?
Coquito gets everybody lit at Thanksgiving.
Alright. Yo, I'm gonna ask these niggas if niggas want a pod because they trying to say that we was gonna take a break this week and they was gonna say Sunday or tomorrow early. We was gonna
you got to do it right before. Y'all been hitting it great.
So I'm gonna see what's good and I'm gonna bring this up. Like, yo, bro, what's the best side for Thanksgiving? Because we didn't cover that.
Yeah.
And I feel like we didn't have to. But this is dastardly work, dog.
Here's my shit, right? Here's my shit, right? Like mac and cheese, yams, you gotta ask who made the yams. You gotta ask who made the yams. Because if Becky made yams and she's over here throwing marshmallows on top, it ain't the same.
You're right.
But if you get your yams that it was already caramelized and candified and it's just sweet, that's different, bro. But it ain't never come out that way. But coquito never mix. It never misses. Coquito always tastes the same and it always gets you lit.
I can't believe this nigga, man.
That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying coquito never misses. For anybody who doesn't know what coquito is, coquito is basically like Puerto Rican eggnog. That's what coquito is.
Everybody in the chat pick yams because if I find out that y'all live,
it's going up and down right now.
Within a 2-state radius, my nigga, it's up. It's up. I'm in my car. I'm locked and loaded, and it's going down, son. Because there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way, son.
Telling you, it can miss. The yams can miss, but.
And it's talking about coquito. Yo.
Never had coquito. Wicked, like I said, coquito is basically just Puerto Rican eggnog. It's just Puerto Rican eggnog. That's what it is. Jeffy said cranberry's the best. Stick to what we're talking about.
Bro, I left him alone, bro, because I'm just like distraught right now. Because I'm about to be like, yo, Jeff, what the fuck? Like, Jeff, you good right now, bro?
Yams. Yeah, we'll put yams. We'll put yams. All right.
Trying to gather my psyche.
Let's do this one quick. Mac and cheese versus ham for the semifinals.
Mac and cheese. We're not even wasting time with that, nigga.
I agree too. I think I agree.
We're not even wasting time with that. There's so many other options to have besides turkey that ham is not.
Mac and cheese is also the first thing that runs out at Thanksgiving.
Right.
Because everybody's fixing the plate and they immediately go to the mac and cheese. Them corner pieces be hidden. All right, so mac and cheese for the finals.
For the THC coquito, bro. Yo.
What he said?
Yo, niggas is getting niggas is turning into Heisenberg, bro.
Wait, what they said? What they said?
Yo, this nigga Majestic says, speaking of coquitos, someone brought a bottle of THC infused coquitos to my job. I was lit.
That's Ed. That's my other best friend.
Niggas is in the kitchen turning into Walter White, bro.
Yeah. Ed is my other best friend. Ed is who I run ideas through. He's the one who perfected Hood Early Release for me. But I believe it. I believe
That's a crazy thing.
Infused coquito is crazy. Okay, we have apple pie versus yams.
Yams.
All right.
Yeah. I'm like, this is where it gets easy. I already know who's gonna win this.
Finals, mac and cheese or yams?
Oh, this might be tough for me.
Finals, mac and cheese or yams?
My dad makes this. He makes both of these for Thanksgiving every year. And I'm not gonna lie, I go back more for the yams than I do for mac and cheese. So I'm gonna go with yams.
Really?
I'm gonna go with yams. It's a personal bias for me, so I'm gonna go with yams.
And this is like
the only one who picks that.
And this is like caramel yams, right? Like really not marshmallow fluff on top yams.
I'm gonna send you a picture tomorrow.
Please do, because I think Angie's gonna do me the favor of like getting me a plate because we're not having, Thanksgiving. So she's going to get me a plate. But please do. And anybody else, if you guys have me on my socials, please send me what your table looks like. Because everybody has that table. There's a table where everybody sit at and the table where all the food is at. Send me the picture of where that table is, please. Get me jealous. Because I've also been on a diet this whole entire, past 2 months and a half right now. So I'm going to go all out tomorrow.
I'm dead, son. But yeah, son, it's gonna be yams for me.
It's gonna be yams for you.
Mm-hmm.
I think everybody's gonna mostly side with mac and cheese, but I respect the yams.
I already know I'm taking the L, but I'll be great.
I respect. I think out of all the foods, a perfectly made mac and cheese, crispy on top, gooey in the middle, it wins. It wins every year. So much so that when you are lucky enough to have family that goes in competition of who makes the better mac and cheese, you always win because it just means you're going to have more mac and cheese at the dinner. So,
Facts.
All right. Just before we call it, I want to do something different. Let me just close this window. So mac and cheese wins. I want to close this window. I have this game. It's called Substance. Very deep questions. And I just want to see where your mind is at. I'm going to pull a card out of randomly.
Bro, ask me 3 questions so I can leave.
One. It's going to be one. It's going to be one. Just one.
Okay.
Damn, these are both very okay.
I already know what you're supposed to be so funny, son. This nigga here.
No. These are deep questions. But both of these sounded like we were trying to find your ideal date.
Yeah, nah. Don't ask me none of those.
Okay. All right, there's a good one. How do you define a soulmate?
I'm not.
I want you to get as deep as you possibly can. I want people to actually know the real you, where we're not joking around.
I don't really think it's that deep, son. That's why I don't think that's a good question for me, son. So I don't get that deep when it gets to that.
So you want to skip? We could skip and I could pull another one out.
Yeah.
All right.
That one.
What's your love language?
Leaving me the fuck alone when I'm busy.
So space. You don't like to be coddled, and you don't like to be like.
Right.
I agree with that. I think a lot of people, not only should they be together with their partners, but you should also have your own personality and hobbies outside of your relationship. Yeah. There's a lot of people out there that just. They get so engrossed into their relationship that they're nobody outside of it. And then that harbors this weird thing that's going on in our generation where it's people don't know how to be by themselves.
Yeah, bro. Shit, that shit is it's just annoying to me, bro.
You see situations where people just get into one relation to another just because they can't be by themselves.
One of my boys be doing that. And it's just crazy. Well, some people it works for, bro. Because he was doing that shit for... Granted, he was doing it for years.
Yeah.
He was doing it for years, bro. And now he has 2 kids. So hopefully that shit works out for him.
Yeah.
Hopefully that shit works out for him, bro. Because he's definitely the type. He's type controlling and all that other shit. And I be telling him yo, bro, you gotta relax, nigga. It's not.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Your girl got her life too, bro. I hate dudes that do that shit.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just nasty to see too from the outside.
When I was with,
you don't let your girl go to the store. Nigga.
Yeah. When I was with my ex, we kind of came across that situation. Not where she was controlling, but it was a moment where it's I like sometimes to reserve myself. I like to put on a good game or read a good book, and sometimes that doesn't mean I have to be always around you to do that.
Right.
So she kind of felt some type of way, and I was like, listen, you need a hobby. You need something outside of us. So what do you like to do? If now that we're in a relationship, if there's something you always wanted to try, what would it be? And she told me, she was like, I always wanted to get into makeup. So let's fucking do it. Let's. You want to get into makeup? Let's go through the steps and learn how to do all that shit. And through that, she became amazing at doing makeup, and that was her shit. There's something beautiful about you being in your room with your significant other, and they're doing one thing and you can do something else, but just the presence is all you need. But y'all don't have to be on top of each other, and y'all don't have to be let's sit down and watch a movie together. It's nah, I could sit down and watch my anime, you could be on your phone watching TikTok, and we don't have to really pay attention to each other, but it's just the fact that we gave each other that time and space.
Right.
I think it strengthens a lot of relationships, and I think people are missing out on that.
Yeah, for sure. That's definitely for sure. You know, I just like I just watch like other people's shits, and then I just try to like see what works for me.
Yeah,
Because a lot of it is trial and error too, bro. A lot of it is arguing, all
which
that other
sucks,
shit, bro.
which sucks.
Ready
but
to put each other through the wall, all that shit, bro. So
it's like that Men in Black.
it's a job. It's a job,
yeah.
my nigga. When you boil it down, it's just a job that you don't get paid for. So you just gotta deal with it, my nigga. Just like how you do with a job that you do get paid for.
I agree.
Same concept. I think that's how simple it is. Like it's that black and white to me. So like people probably will disagree with me, but that's just how I see it.
No, I actually I admire that, and I believe that's true. I believe being able to be your own person outside of your relationship is very important.
Yeah, everybody's their own person outside of this shit, bro. Like, I would hope so.
No, you'd be surprised how many people
so.
they become the same person within the relationship.
Yeah, that's
it's crazy. It's like
that's weird.
it's crazy.
That's weird. I've seen it, but that's definitely weird. But I've seen it from dudes like the most.
Yeah. This is
like
weird.
I know like I'll be making jokes about chicks all the time and shit like that, but it's like real life talk though. Like I've seen the craziest shit on niggas' ends. Like I've never seen it from the chick. Like it'd be rare from the chick side.
Are you a romantic?
No.
No,
I'm not. I know you are, bro, because you be on Twitter like.
Oh yeah.
Yo, you a freak, nigga. Like.
Oh, definitely. I have to be. And I also I also have to have someone who matches me in not terms of like sexual appetite, but in terms of like be on the same time that I'm on. Like and I'm not even talking about sexual things. Like there are some people that don't know how to code switch within life. Like there are times where yes, I like the person that I'm with to match my energy sexually, but you need to be able to turn that shit off. Like I used to have an ex who would grab my dick under the table and I'm eating dinner with my family.
Nah, see, like
you get what I'm saying? Like you gotta be able to. That's what I'm saying. You gotta be able to turn it off. And I think.
Nigga got a plate full of yams, my nigga. Mouth full of turkey. Like, hold on, son. What's going on?
Wait. It's the Punisher shit.
I'm weak. What fucking time is it? Yeah, it's almost 10. I'm about to get out of here.
Yeah. We're gonna call it. Like I said, you guys. King, where can everybody see you? I already put all of your stuff down in the description, but if you haven't already, please. This is your shameless plug. This is your shameless plug hour.
I love these. Yeah, I know I love these.
Hold on, let me make you.
Let me get the full screen. Yeah, let me get the ISO.
Yeah.
Let me get the ISO. Let me talk to the chat. Oh, it's a lot of y'all here. Yeah, let me talk to them.
Go ahead.
In this plug time. Oh, it's still loaded on my end. Hold on. I gotta make sure I look good. Hold on.
Oh, no, my boy. You are a handsome dude. Don't worry about it.
Yo, why I refreshed? Because it stopped. Like, it was buffering, and they hit me with an ad. So my boy made it.
Listen, man. Anything. We get paid to play video games. This is the craziest thing, bro. Who would have thought?
Birdman hammer. All right, listen here and listen good. You heard? KingUrameshi on all social platforms. Wherever you type it, my nigga. Wherever you type it, Google, you can even Google me. You heard? It's gonna come up.
That's the true thing. We're both Googleable. We're both Googleable.
I'm Googleable. You know what Shaq be saying? Google me. You heard?
Yeah, that was the craziest thing that happened.
Podcast is back on its normal schedule. Revenge of the Streamers every Saturday, 9 p.m. If we ever have a late start, the max, it will never go past 10 o'clock. Because some of us got kids and shit like that. A whole bunch of wild, unexpected shit be happening because these niggas is newborns or whatever.
Yeah, it's hard to get everybody on the same page, especially when it's a full panel. 2 people is easy, but
when it's running, it don't go over 2 hours. I made sure of that. I'm trying to keep it to an hour and 30 minutes now. We did that last week, even though we started late. And yeah, you can find that in the playlist on my channel. I might make a channel for that soon. I'm waiting for it to kick up on more Steam, so then I could just drag it over to its own channel. I don't have to worry about it clogging up my own shit.
Yeah.
And then and we have our own Instagram, TikTok, all that shit. Revenge of the Streamers. You could type that in.
Which is
With
by
a Z.
far hilarious. Hilarious show, man.
Funny. We talk about food, hot topics on the internet. We don't really talk about relationships like that because
But it comes up. It comes up sometimes.
It comes up, but we try not to do it too much because that shit is like a super controversial thing every time. Like every time it comes up. So like we try not to go too much into it, son. Only when it comes up a part of a hot topic, like the DDG shit was an example.
Yeah.
Like, and Keke Palmer, like we wasn't trying to go too much into it, but because it was hot.
But it was also that's what I was gonna say. It was also the topic of that week. You can't not talk about it.
Son, this shit. Wait, what happened? I'm trying to see what Jeffrey says. This is no fun, brother. Gary's chat can't raid your chat with emojis. Wait, what you mean? Why I can't do that?
They can. You guys can. It's just me and King were talking about it. He needs to schedule his streams a little bit more so I can rate him every single time.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be doing that now.
I'm gonna just start doing this thing where like whenever I see you schedule yours, I'm just gonna
just text me. Just text me like, yo, I'm gonna stream right after you and be like, okay, bet. Because sometimes I don't have nothing going on after. So I might as well just keep my audience going to the next best show, which is yours. I gotta give you your flowers, like always. I met King randomly on Twitter. This girl sent me this video of King going wild on Smash Bros. And I was just like, yo, I need to play this dude because I thought I was really good at fighting games until I met KingUrameshi. KingUrameshi was like, bro, he's in another league. In a perfect world, we get this man sponsored and he can literally get paid to go to tournaments in a perfect world.
Why? You just reminded me since you said that. Guys, I am almost at 1,000 followers on TikTok. We need to run that up so I can stream on that motherfucker because that's what they give you the stream key when you hit 1,000.
That is true. That is true. You guys, if you love me,
1,000 on IG, I think they start paying you on some other shit once you hit 1,000 as well. So go run those up. Tell your friends to go run it up. Tell their friends' mamas to go run it up.
This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing with my chat, and I'm going to announce it again here in case you guys missed it. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving. You're going to be around family. I really want to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the season. I told you guys that I will be giving out one free golden ticket, which if you don't know, King, golden tickets is for any member that pays the $5 gets a golden ticket that lets them pick any game for me to play for that month. I am going to give a free golden ticket for whoever goes with their family, takes all their phones, and subscribes to my channel. The person with the most subscriptions, you guys get a golden ticket. And you know what? I'm going to count 3 times the points if you do my channel and you do KingUrameshi's channel as well. So if you go ahead and go with mine and go to King's, instead of that counting as 2, you get 3 points on the dollar for that. All right? So please go run up our channels. You guys are here at the epicenter before me and King and Winda G and even Simba go ahead and blow up and we become the new Kai Cenats and stuff. You are here first. And I want to thank you guys for giving me your time.
Coming soon, because G don't live that far. And this about to be funny shit.
Oh, you have no idea, bro. You have no idea. Next season, we're going off. If this season was about having fun, next season is where we're really going to blow up. We're really going to blow up. I'm bringing back Hood Early Release. I'm bringing back recorded series. I'm going to probably do some foodie content. I got to find out what is this Christina's that KingUrameshi was telling me about over. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Okay, so all to end it. Thank you guys for joining Nerds Talking Ish. It's a podcast. I do an episode once in a blue. Thank you guys for giving me your time. KingUrameshi, thank you for giving me your time. All his stuff is down in the description. And like always, we're gonna end it. I know I'm gonna get copyrighted strike, but let's go ahead and play it anyways. Can we get some? Can we get just a little bit of mustard? Just a little bit. I just want to hear him scream it.
That's it.
Oof.
You can die.
Come on, let's do it. Mustard! Thank you guys for joining in. I hope you guys have a great night. Have a great Thanksgiving. KingUrameshi, thank you so much. This has been Nerd Talking Ish. Have a great night, you guys.
Squad, squadettes, squadrinian. Welcome. But before we proceed any further, you know the rules. Come here, accept this air hug. How you doing? You good? How's your day? How was your evening? How was your night? You good? All right. How was work? All right. I hope wherever you are, by the time you're hearing this or whatever you get to hear this, wherever you are, East Coast, West Coast, overseas, I hope you are in good health and in good spirits. If you're not in good health, I hope you're as healthy as you can be. And if you're not in good spirits, then I hope by the end of this experience, that is our first mixtape, Recaída Paradise. If I can get you to feel anything, any kind of emotion, put you in a better mood in any way possible from any of these songs or the whole thing, I've done my job. So with that being said, if you're kickbacking and relaxing, kick them feet up. If you're driving, drive safe. If you're working out or whatever you're doing, yeah. So let me not ramble on any further. With that being said, let's get into it. Let me get a yay. Let's kick this journey. No, let's continue this. All right. Squad, squadettes, squadrinian. Welcome. But before we proceed any further, you know the rules. Come here, accept this air hug. How you doing? You good? How was your day? How was your evening? How was your night? You good? All right. How was work? All right. I hope wherever you are, by the time you're hearing this or whatever you get to hear this, wherever you are, East Coast, West Coast, overseas, I hope you are in